freak.
He streamed inside an E3 bathroom and got banned from Twitch. I forgot about the details of that.
Wait,
Yeah.
he what? Like, did he stream himself and was it just innocuous? He just didn't realize that he couldn't film in a bathroom? Or did he, like, purposely, predatorily try to
He and
film
his
somebody?
camera person walked into a public bathroom with the camera rolling.
No. No.
That's a no-no.
Yeah.
You know, when Inglorious Bastards, when Hans says that's a bingo, it's the opposite of that.
I don't know that. I'm gonna be honest.
Same.
You wouldn't like that movie.
I don't like
There's a
that
lot-
movie. I
There's
have
a
seen
lot
it.
of blood and guts and shit.
That's not why I don't like it.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
really?
it, but
Blood and guts don't bother me.
Okay.
likewise.
Well,
It's,
I mean,
it's when it's pointless that it bothers me. Because it.
I mean, Hitler gets turned into Swiss cheese. I don't know if that's pointless.
I like
I mean,
that.
Yeah,
that's
right?
good and all, but like, he gets locked in a closet in Doctor Who, and that's funnier. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saved my life. Believe me, it was an
It was not.
accident.
Yeah.
Don't tickle me. That's banned in the Geneva Convention.
Is it really? Is
No.
that like a... Oh. Well, it feels like that would be a thing that, like, you're not allowed to do for, like, torture's sake.
Yeah, that's what I was implying. That was torture. It's just like it isn't, though.
It would be a hilarious fun fact that torturing is illegal under the Geneva. That would be funny.
It is, though.
It's illegal to have a red cross in your media.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, baby?
Where is Steven? Where did he go? Did he...
I don't know.
He popped off somewhere.
Yeah, about the time I hit stream.
Well, hi stream. How's it going? I'm the
Hello,
GM,
stream.
and also I'm trying my best to cancel everybody here.
I don't think you're doing a good enough job then, because I think we're
Well,
still. Look at our audience. Our audience is
I
loyal.
would like to do it subtly so that I at least get some GMing in before the apocalypse happens for this channel.
Right. But you need to clear
I
this.
know.
Gonna be honest, I don't know.
You don't know your own card?
Not when it's next to 80 different numbers. It gets lost.
I'm sorry.
Who here knows their credit card number by heart? And I will raise my hand in this.
The whole thing.
Yes, all of the numbers.
It changes, you know.
Well, only when you get a new one.
Yeah, which you have to regularly do.
I mean, I've had mine for like 3 years now. It hasn't expired yet.
There's an expiration date on them.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't expired yet. Doesn't till next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've had 3 years to memorize it at this point.
I don't.
With all of the online purchases that I've made.
Can you give me a wallet?
Where is it?
No
In
dark
my bowl.
brown for the hair color
Which
in
bowl?
the
Double.
VTuber maker?
In the living room?
That's fucked up.
Okay.
That's yeah.
It is not a random bowl, luckily. That would be weird.
Well, you have multiple bowls.
Do I?
That's dumb.
Yeah, that is dumb.
What's dumb?
Can you make like a chestnut brown and just like pretend that it's
I'm
darker?
crying.
Oh, so anyway, if we're all here, we can get started.
Yeah, Steven's here. Ish.
Everybody ready?
No, just give me a second. I'm trying to order food.
Oh yeah. What kind of food are you ordering?
Subway.
What?
Subway.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Oh, it's not on here. That's why. It's probably based on your card, which I think is the online shop. If it doesn't work, I'll punch in my
Logan.
my full card. I just think that's your number. Alright, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Worked. Nice. Add new source.
Source, do you just trust me?
I guess that would be display capture.
Eh,
Display capture, main thing is now capture.
All right. Steven, Liv, and Crow, are you all ready?
Yep.
I am here.
You
I
are
am also here.
Well, there you go.
Hello, Steven.
Hello, Steven.
Hello, Steven. All right.
Here, queer, I'm craving beer.
Don't drink.
I'm also
Hey.
straight.
Well, I mean, you're
Don't-
kinda.
Don't kinda me. Don't kinda me. I should know.
You're ace, and you're definitely not the sissest.
Yeah,
You're
I
definitely
agree with
queer.
Aries.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with Aries. All right. So anyway, last we left our intrepid heroes, one of them was dangling from a fucking roof.
Yo.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and there is one hero on the ground attempting to, or at least she has noticed that in a split second, the person she's tailing is going to be fired on by Fire Nation people in front of her. And on the roof, there is Yuka, and trailing behind him, Heihan, who may, depending on what their player says, have just witnessed Noae the Patchwork cat firebending.
It's up to you.
So, yeah, it's up to you. There's a good chance that you didn't see it, but it's up to you and your character and your progression whether or not
Damn,
you.
because like I was following the cat. I was like, oh man, we gotta get her and recruit her to our team.
Yeah.
Yep.
You did trip though,
Well,
so
yeah, for one thing you tripped, and for another,
Oh.
in the previous establishing shot, Noae jumped from the low end of a roof to the low end of another roof, and the high end of the roof would have been between you and them.
Oh, okay, so
it's up to you if you manage to get a glimpse or something.
Yeah, it's what
between
you
the
think.
commercial breaks.
Yeah, it's what you think is more interesting for your character. But if I heard the oh damn properly, then I think I'm guessing you're leaning toward having not seen it.
Yeah, because if my character sees them firebending now, then like they won't be able to like travel together later.
Yeah, it'd be a whole deal for a while.
Well, there you go.
We'd have to deal with that.
Okay, I didn't see it. I was blocked by the roof.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yay! That's my preference too.
Oh.
Delayed
All
angst.
Well, I'm glad I didn't just ignore it. In any case, so
Yeah.
I need to stop saying those words. That's
How
just
do we
my.
make characters in this version of?
So
Are
you
you-
hit the character plus button.
Yeah. If you look at my stream, I can actually show you step by step which is great. So, you click the little sparkly journal up here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I'm on that tab.
Yep, plus character
It doesn't do anything.
doesn't do
Does it
anything.
do anything?
I click it and it turns orange, and that is it.
Weird.
Still loading for me.
Is there a pop-up showing up?
Nope.
No pop-up.
I'm gonna leave and rejoin the activity real quick.
Makes
Plus
sense.
character.
All right.
No, it just turns orange for me too.
Wow, a whole bunch of characters just got added. Wow, okay. I guess I've got some NPCs.
Every attempt they make.
Oh, it is every attempt that Liv has been making, and they finally gone through.
That's fun.
It's nothing for me. Still, it just
I can't
shows the
even
group.
see it.
The group, the G. Well, that's the private one for me. Do you see the Patchwork cat, Noae?
No,
No.
I do not. I can
Interesting.
see it on the stream, but not.
Do you see Ibozek?
Nope.
UFO's
Ohio,
string.
Odior.
How do I see that?
These are not
I'm not sure.
like avatar names. These are
Do I have to
D&D names.
watch it on Twitch?
If you wanna see my
it's on
stream,
Twitch
yeah.
If you want to see
You're
the
gonna
stream,
make
yeah.
me like take out my second one.
You don't have to watch it on Twitch. It's
You
off.
don't have to, guys. All right. So, Tapisa, directly in front of you, are two Fire Nation soldiers. One is pointing and yelling at Noae directly above, and one is winding his fist back in order to send a stream of fire toward your friend. How would you like to react?
Well, I have two ideals in play here. Always stand up to bullies and never leave a friend.
Well,
So
there you
I'm going
go.
to call out, "Hey, assholes!"
They
I look.
one of them Yuka looks one of them recognizes your voice. They have been on patrol around you. It's the one who's pulling his fist back. He will look behind him in stark startlement, but he will still have his fist out.
Can I throw something at him?
Am
Am I in view of him?
Yeah, you would be at this point.
Okay. I grab a flower pot from from the balcony of the building that I'm in, and then just
Okay.
chuck it at him.
You're going to roll
Yep.
for rely on your skills and training.
All right. How do I do that again?
It would be funny if I made you roll to intimidate. But for now, you're rolling to rely on your skills and training.
Roll.
I mean, unless your goal is to intimidate this person.
I want to Is he throwing pulling his fist back to start a fire bending move?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah. Then I want to try and knock him off so he can't do that.
cool. Rely on your skills and training.
Okay, I got a 6.
You got a waha. What did you get? Let me see. You got a 6. So when
I guess it's not necessarily yet, but you can roll on roll 20.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
There's a
you
little
can roll on roll 20, and I think is your focus the -1?
My focus is -1, yeah.
So it's a 5.
Okay.
Because you roll with focus when you're relying on your skills and training.
Damn.
So I was gonna say maybe Steven can help somehow, but alas. So when you take this flower pot and you chuck it, it goes wide and it hits somebody else on the shoulder. Just like some person. They're fine though. They're just like, ow, oh.
A civvy or a firebender?
It was a muscular man who appears to be wearing Earth Kingdom garb.
Damn.
But he doesn't appear to be super affected by it. It's just the point being that it missed the target.
No.
But you
I'm
have
just cringing
successfully
and hide.
distracted him, and now his sights are on you.
Okay.
He's going to now wind back and throw his fire at you.
All right.
Are we in combat now?
Yeah, we can be in combat. For sure. All right. So, everybody hopefully remember how combat works. I think Yuka is the only character so far who has been in combat.
Yes.
But so we can have a refresher if we would like. If you guys are in the Roll20, you can scroll down to one of the PDFs called Player Character Sheet, or no, Player Cheat Sheet, and we can go down the list of from the cheat sheet of techniques and stuff. But yeah.
Also, that's just moves. It's not.
Yeah, it's techniques and it's actions and stuff. But like you should also have the techniques, the basic techniques in your
There's a second page, and you can't scroll down to that. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that either. But I'm going to turn on my webcam, even though it's largely unnecessary, just so that for one thing you guys can see my face, and for another thing you guys can see that I'm going to be putting down these cards and not cheating. Oh, right.
Do you want your face to be visible on a stream?
Probably not, no.
Okay.
Are these basic moves things that everybody has?
Yes.
Yep.
So yes, basic moves and basic techniques are things that everybody has.
Yeah, there's moves, and then you can click over the combat techniques, and then you can click over the details. So, those are where everything is.
Remove from the game.
Do we have to roll for initiative?
No. So the way that this works is each of us, or specifically I first, am going to choose between one of three I forget what they're called. One of three options. There's like a defend and maneuver option where like the character can only do techniques in the defend and maneuver branch of things. There's advance and attack, and then there's evade and observe, and it's worth noting that you clear one fatigue when you evade and observe. It's a way of kind of healing yourself during combat.
And
but
you can get the pick if it's creative or harmonic.
Yes. Once I choose one of these for our warriors, I'm going to put them down, and then you guys can all collectively decide what you would like to do during this basically round of combat. Okay. So what would guy number 1 like to do? Okay. Guy number 1, who will be Amon in this case, is going to do that.
We're fighting Amon?
We're fighting Amon?
So
that's
here's the deal. These cool cards that I've got, I bought them for the game. They
had different antagonists. Cool.
Cool.
You cut up. Or maybe
I was
that's
gonna
just
say there are versions of them with good guys and bad guys on them. We've got some for Aang, we've got some for Korra, and others.
Nice.
Anyway, so bad guys have chosen their techniques or whatever.
cool.
Their overarching...
I'd like to evade and observe.
All right. Tapisa will evade and observe. I will, Jordan, give you the status of trapped. So you're going to, if you're going to want to
click trapped.
Yep. Trapped.
You must mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue to escape.
Because currently you can't really do much.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is the
we're gonna have to
picture
make
of-
some decisions about combat stuff soon, Orange.
All right.
Ominous.
Specifically, do gears stay between combats?
I am gonna say no,
All right.
but I'm willing to consider exceptions if combat has happened quickly enough from previous combat.
Yeah, my thing would be like my suggestion would be yes, but they're like a physical resource that can be lost or stolen or taken or broken or whatever type thing. Just my suggestion. Obviously, I will
I'm
stick
gonna
with your
say
ruling.
no.
All right. That is probably for the best. They are a bit broken.
Yeah. Yeah. I've learned not to just say yes to you.
Hey, look.
Hey, don't get in the reverse habit. I'll warn you about that.
Yeah,
I know I won't get into a reverse habit either. I'm just saying that I think it's a little bit broken. So
Yeah, that's
we're
fair.
Yeah, that is completely fair in this case.
All right, so Tapisa would like to evade and observe. You guys go ahead and decide if you would like to defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe.
What exchanges are we on? Like, because normally don't we like partner off? Not like exactly
so,
1-to-1. I know that.
You
but
guys actually decide that. You guys decide who you're attacking and which exchanges you're part of. If you're not even
you cut out at the worst point.
Being heard? Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you cut out at a very bad point. It's just like
Okay. You guys decide who you're in exchange with. Like it's who you're attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My character currently is attacking Peihan, but you know, obviously you guys can decide who you would like to go for, or if you would like to abstain from this round of combat.
I'm going to evade or observe. The guy is currently attacking me.
Jordan, I think in this case, if you would like to abstain, you can use this turn to right yourself, but only to right yourself. You're not allowed to attack.
At
If you would like, yeah, like you can use this turn to untrap yourself, but you cannot also attack unless you get rid of the trapped status by doing the 3 conditions or fatigue.
If it was 2 conditions, I'd consider it, but I have a sandwich now.
I might say this is like as a suggestion. This would be you could specifically have this be defend and maneuver or seize a position, because like they're trapped by dint of being she's trapped by dint of hanging like off of a roof. So
yeah, seize a yeah.
What does trapped do?
Trapped is.
I clicked the button. I know. You're completely helpless. You must mark a condition. So yeah, I can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do an action with trapped.
Okay.
So the only thing I can do is try to escape.
All right.
But Noae does not like that.
Noae does not like escape.
Does not like being trapped. So she's
Yes.
gonna do recoiling jet.
Well, so recoiling jet is what kind of is that a move or a technique?
It is a technique. Throw yourself
Okay.
away from danger with a sudden jet of flame, mark 1 fatigue, become favored, and remove all trapped, impaired, and doomed.
Okay. So what overarching umbrella? Because currently that's the part of it we're focusing on.
Evade.
That's evade and observe. Okay, so you're going to evade and observe. So
Everybody was evading and observing. Doesn't quite work with kung fu fighting, but
Yeah,
They ran away fast as lightning.
it's a hit.
exactly.
In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
It's a hit, and that also makes recoiling jet practiced.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's still learned until it's used.
Yeah, I just used it.
Yep. Well, hold on.
Oh yeah,
You
I
haven't
guess
used it yet.
technically.
Haven't used it yet, because you still gotta. Here's the deal. You still have to roll very, very highly in order to do that.
I just succeeded. I just rolled.
When did
You got an
roll?
8. You
When I clicked evade and observe, it rolled.
You got an 8. In order to use a learned technique, you need to roll a super hit. Which is a 10 plus.
So I failed.
Well, no. So you get a basic or mastered move that you can use, but.
Oh,
Or
so you
basic
roll
mastered.
first and then you decide what to do. Is that
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're rolling for the specific
So
when you
here is
roll.
the order of operations.
Mhm.
I decide what overarching umbrella thing I'm going to do for both of my characters. You guys, as a group, decide what umbrellas you're going to use, and then we take turns going down the list. Defending and maneuvering goes first.
You cut out.
At the funniest point yet again.
Techniques you can use.
You cut out. Your
Yay.
internet seems to be not great.
Yeah.
You're just
Yay! All right, hold on. I'm
frozen.
gonna close Twitch completely.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Maybe stop showing your camera, because
It did start when you started with your camera. Camera, don't walk on the screens. They're 2-dimensional almost. They're skinny. You can't. You're a big cat. You can't do that.
Maybe
How is it
the
now?
guy is attacking me right now.
I mean,
I'll
you'd have to
defend
talk
you
for an
later.
extended period of time, but you seem
Okay.
fine.
All right.
What? Hey, huh?
There's a guy attacking me right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll defend
Yes.
maneuver.
So you guys are okay. Defend and maneuver. Okay.
Yeah.
That just leaves Yuka.
Weren't you gonna invade and observe originally? But I mean,
I want
Yuka-
to use my feint.
all right. Awesome.
Yuka at this point is worth noting that is back up to full health. So.
Yay! Congratulations.
That's
I
good
don't-
because I did have 2 fatigue bugs. So.
Yeah. So yeah. Steven, would you like to defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe?
It's just the one guy, right?
So there are 2 guys. One of them is directly attacking Pei-hun, and the other is still kind of stun locked, but he will be engaging in this fight.
I will evade and observe.
Evade and observe. Okay. So the way that this works, if I'm not being so rudely cut off, is now you guys are going to roll. Well, so defend and maneuver. The person who said defend and maneuver, the people who said defend and maneuver go first. The guy who is stun locked is going to defend and maneuver, and I believe also Pei-hun is going to defend and maneuver.
Yeah.
So you are going to roll 2d6 and add your focus, which unfortunately is a -1.
It was actually a -1.
Yes. But you got a +2 in, I believe it's creativity and passion.
Holy shit. How do you have a +2 in both those? It's crazy.
They had a
I added
+1.
a +1.
They had a +1 in
Roll.
both of them to start, and then they started with a +1 on one of them, and then just bought a +1 on the other. All right, 6.
Oh, a 5.
Well, so it's a 5.
Fuck.
But
Either
so
way.
what you can do is you can mark 1 fatigue to use a, I believe, hold on.
No, it's unless you stumble, but you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique.
Gotcha. So shift your balance away from center if you would like. Otherwise, you're kind of just taking a fireball.
Okay. Even if I use feint, that's my mastered technique.
You can't use feint.
Oh.
You can use one basic
'cause I
technique, which
failed.
is ready, retaliate, or seize a position.
Yep.
Oh, I get that. Okay, that
Huh?
makes a lot of sense.
Which one?
So, since you've chosen to defend or maneuver and you rolled low, you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique, which is ready, retaliate, or seize a position, and those should be on the cheat sheet that is available to you, unless you would like me to read them out. But
Well,
that's
they're
what
also on the character sheet
That I
Yeah.
made. Oh,
Yes.
or the regular character sheet,
and
also
the
the one that I
roll
made.
21 and yeah.
Okay.
So
I can,
because I failed, I can only use basic techniques, not my fighting
yeah,
techniques.
the basics
Yes.
are that one, that
Okay.
Ready,
one.
retaliate, and seize a position. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, they're in the chat now.
All right, I guess they'll seize the position then.
Okay. So you're going to have to move your balance once toward, I believe it's heritage or unity.
I'll move it towards heritage. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I guess it's a new thing that I have to make.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. Anyway, so in your little thing, you kind of you're readying yourself to run away, and then you trip it once again. And you
Sure.
remember your old practices, the things that your father taught you as far as footwork goes in your swordsmanship, and you use those techniques to guide your feet away from danger.
Yeah.
But he's still striking at you. So when the advance and attack comes around, spoiler alert.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did I take?
You haven't taken anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Because we haven't
So-
gotten to advance and attack.
We
yet.
haven't gotten there yet. This is just how this works, and we'll hopefully
You
get better at
people
it.
defend before people attack, basically. Defending and maneuvering is basically that happens first because you're preparing for something.
Oh.
Attack
So,
and advance and attack is basically the main thing that happens, and then evade and observe is for reactive, basically. So that's why it unfolds in that order. So when an exchange happens, like currently the exchange is you versus this firebender. So it
Yep.
starts with you guys are basically, well, Orange says you guys are in the exchange, or you decide it. Basically, it's nebulous whose choice it is.
Yeah.
But once there is an exchange, basically, whoever says, if someone says I'm going to defend, that person goes first, and if someone says I'm going to attack, they go second. If someone says evade, then they would have gone,
Third.
yeah. And so,
okay.
yeah.
And
So-
then if multiple people are doing the same move at the same time, so if multiple people are defending and maneuvering, they technically act at the same time. I mean, one would probably go before another, but generally.
like out loud, they probably would, but yeah.
Mhm.
Like if two people attack, it's just both of them are both they both roll. I do like now that I know that that's how it works, because I didn't understand that's how it works. You roll to see how good you do, and then you determine what you did with the roll. Like that's cool.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. He is, well, I should ask, how are you going to, what other position are you going to seize? If you have any creativity that you would like to establish right now.
Payhun?
Yes.
If I could get to the roof.
Well, you are on the roof. You probably.
I think they mean the roof I'm on. Like instead of the roof that they're stumbling on. But
Seize a position. Okay.
Establish an advantageous position.
Okay. All
no,
right.
it's like, yeah, I gotta get the high ground.
So, the geography of the situation is that you are on a roof that is not the one that Noae is currently dangling from. Do
Yeah.
you want to get to the high position on your current roof, or would you like to get to Noae's roof?
Now he's roof.
Okay, just checking. I think that checks out. Sees a position.
Yeah.
If I'll do it like this. If you were going to gain an advantageous position on your current roof, I would have given you like prepared or something like that. But in this case, you're just on Naoe's roof right now. You jump over and you've gained no like status advantage, but you are closer to your compatriot.
Okay.
So you make the jump over and you land on the roof. You thankfully do not knock over Naue, who is clinging by their fingertips. And you also don't step on their fingertips, thankfully.
Mhm.
But you are kind of just there. You've just landed. You don't have much opportunity to do anything else currently.
Mhm.
All right. The firebender below is going to defend and maneuver. He will also attempt to seize a position. Well, I say attempt. He will seize a position. He is going to jet.
I'm tempted to mark 1 fatigue to block this technique.
Oh, okay. If you would like that.
I'm tempted. What is he trying to? Where is he trying to
He's
get?
trying to do a similar thing to the thing that Naue just did with jet stepping, where he's going to not
Copycat.
as successfully because he's very heavy. He's going to jet one of his feet up and use it to propel his body at least upward, let's say 5 feet, so that he can grab onto a window on the second story and climb up to where you guys are. If you are not stopping him, he will be on a roof directly adjacent to our intrepid heroes.
Fair enough. That's what he wants, though.
No, I won't mark fatigue. Somebody else can if they want to block that, but I will allow it. I don't have much fatigue to spare.
I will allow it.
How much fatigue have you got currently?
3 out of 5.
Right.
No
okay.
conditions marked, but like it's it's still
One less, isn't it? Because you did evade.
that hasn't gone through yet.
That hasn't gone through yet. Yeah. All right. So advance and attack time. The fire puncher has done this.
Wait, wasn't Noae also defend and maneuver? Or
Yeah, but I'm not in the same exchange. This is just
Oh,
those
are
two,
you?
right?
Well, hold on then. Like
I thought this was just between them two.
we can kind of. I've been working as the exchange's kind of everybody, but if you would like to be outside of this exchange, then we can make that happen.
I feel like I got a bit confused by this, but like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with being part of this exchange then, I guess. I don't know.
So if you're defending and maneuvering.
No, I'm evading and observing.
Oh, you're okay.
So that doesn't
then
happen
never
yet.
mind.
All right.
Yeah, so that hasn't happened yet. All right. So.
Oh wait, I
while
have
you're-
to defend or maneuver, don't I? Because I can't move since I'm trapped. Oh no, I can't. Because never mind. Go on.
I think it's fine. So what good old Firebender number 2 is gonna do, or I guess he's number 1, advance and attack. He's going to strike out. This time, since Peihan has made themselves scarce, he's going to strike at the next nearest target, which is Yuka. Strike at one foe and reach, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue or mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center, or shift their balance away from center. Their choice. It's their choice in this case.
Or they can mark 1 fatigue to choose which one.
What was Yuka's exchange action? stance.
Evade and observe.
Evade and
evade
observe. Okay.
So they're going after this, and they're going to immediately clear fatigue. So mark 1 fatigue instead to choose hammer them with blows. To choose to hammer them with blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, or strike where they are weak. He's not going to do that. He's going to keep his stamina in check, and he is going to force you to either mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center.
Oh. Center is easy for me, so.
Yeah,
shift
center
it.
is very easy for you. At this point, the fact that he is targeting you is perfect justification for you to move your balance toward action or toward
Yeah.
risk,
Mhm.
because you're
Action
already
is
in
my
risk.
principle.
Listen, you're gonna probably have to get used to me just saying whatever analogous word comes to mind.
And you're gonna have to get used to me correcting you, at least when it comes to me.
Listen, we've dealt with each other for this many years. We know the gig.
For the audience,
For
this
the
is how
audience, yeah.
this is how we work.
For the audience.
This is how our dysfunctional compatriocy has for lack of a better
Compatriocy?
compatriocy. Never be too proud to make up a word. That's what I always say.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
No,
I was
I agree with that though. All words are made up, which means if your word carries the meaning you want it to, it is a valid word. So
The key function of language is to be understood, and therefore,
Gamma.
yes, exactly that, but unironically.
yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna handle my cat because she's a pest.
All right. So yay. Okay. Anyway, so
This is what people come to the stream for.
you have moved away from center. He in character. He has thrown a pure fireball directly at your chest.
Sure, fireball.
At this point, it has hit you, and it kind of just made you angry.
But not angry as in the status.
Yeah, you kind of just tanked it, but you've pushed yourself to be more determined in this fight.
That makes my character sound way more badass.
Oh, what, that you're angry or that you're determined?
No,
I
no, I
just
just
tanked
tanked
it.
it.
That you just tanked it. There you go. I'm gonna have to find better ways to
Describe
make
things.
it.
Yeah, you can also let us decide how that plays out a bit too, especially if it's an element of choice, like in this case where it's like
Well,
we get to.
So the reason I said he threw a fireball.
Yeah.
It's up to Steven how he reacted to it. Yeah.
Right. So you would say when the fireball got thrown, basically something like the fireball is on target or something like that.
Yeah, the fireball is on target, and therefore, Steven, do you want to tank it and make your character look like a badass, or do you want to dodge it and make your character look like a badass?
Yeah. Or just ask how do you do the thing you're doing?
What is your badassery preference?
What flavor of badassery would you like with your course today?
What are the subsets of? Let me just.
I'd like to dispel it, but I'm not a firebender, so yeah.
You
I'll just
dispel it with your water.
Name, I guess.
Right.
With that evaporates the water. But yeah, no,
Within
it's
the
like
flavor of it, you've done
right.
so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll knock to the side with my water, and then my technique is
so
armlet. Good.
We're all going to evade and observe now. We don't decide what our techniques are yet until we roll to determine how well we did.
Also,
roll
everybody
again,
who
or
is
am I-
evading and observing, please clear 1 fatigue.
Yes, everybody clear 1 fatigue who's evading and observing. It doesn't work if you're fresh-faced.
Question.
What's up?
Is mine just gonna be the one I already did?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking that. I'm not rolling it.
I mean, I'm willing to let you change your mind on that.
No, I'm fine. Like,
Okay. Your roll, I would say your roll is what you already rolled.
Yeah.
That's cemented.
yeah,
However, what you choose to do with this roll is
right, because technically I didn't ever choose, because I chose before, which you can't choose before, you choose after.
Mhm.
Which,
Yep.
now that I know that, I like that, because it's kind of like the whole debate between when to roll when you do a charisma check in D&D.
Yep.
Because you should roll and then then act it out, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because then if you do a bad roll, you can just act out a bad charisma check. Like, I got a 1 trying to convince this guard to let me in. I immediately slap him. Yeah, that's a 1.
I
that's a
couldn't
one.
think of anything to do. My loot was in front of me, and I just decided to smack him with it.
Roll for
I don't- I
efficiency.
don't
Yes,
want
here,
to-
fucking.
That's why I like that order of better, because instead of doing the whole thing that, oh, if you act it out real good, then I'll give you a bonus, it's like, but what if I still get a 1 and I act it out, like, with all my heart? That's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 9, which
You
means I get
rolled
to
a
use
9.
one mastered or basic technique. I am going to collect material. Scrounge up bits and bobs from the area around you that you can use to your advantage. Take 3 gears and become prepared. And then I can spend gears 1-to-1 for other stuff.
We can just assume that happened, unless you would
Yeah.
like to.
No,
like,
there's just there's a little
specifically
scene of like
roleplay. Yeah.
in the chaos. There's just a little moment of her just grabbing bits and bobs of metal and maybe other stuff just in the environment.
Sounds good. All right.
And yeah, I need to mark. What was it? Prepare. Prepared. Yes.
Prepared. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prepared because so that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
A little prepared card. Yeah. So Jordan is still trapped, and now Liv is prepared. So yay. What are you? Yeah, you're choosing. You've chosen to do that. All right. Jordan and Steven, what are you gonna do? First off, Steven, what is your roll? Did you roll? You did roll. You got an 8. So you can do one basic
Yeah.
or master technique.
Okay. Yeah. I will do harmless pins.
Harmless pins. Okay. You've taken out your water. You dispelled it, and now you're gonna throw the harmless pins at the one of them, presumably.
Yeah. I'll just say I free some shards and then check it.
Chuck it. Okay. So let me read out harmless pins yet again. I think I got rid of the Fari app. Look. All right. Bear with me for a hot second.
If you want the short version, it's just they're impaired now.
They are impaired now. Harmless pins, throw, release, otherwise cast some kind of pin, knife, shard, fragment, or other pointed implement to stick targets close to the wall, inflict impaired on your target. So I have to ask, who are you targeting? Which one? Number one on the ground.
The guy who threw the fireball at me.
Cool. All right. So, you chuck him, and then where are you aiming for?
Is he on the ground?
He's on the ground. He's looking up directly at you. His fist is probably still in the air.
Okay.
You're probably at what I would assume to be a 60-degree angle. So you're almost on top of him. So if you're going to throw pins at him, they would likely end up in the floor. But
yeah. So maybe his cape or his shoes.
Shoes will work. He's probably not wearing a cape. He's probably got armor on. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So yeah, you throw the harmless pins into his boots and into his lower pant leg. They are trapping him to the ground. He is, what does it say? Impaired. Yeah, he is impaired.
Mm-hmm. You're slowed or off balance, mark 1 fatigue or take -2 to all physical action.
Sounds good.
I
Oh,
like
right.
having my sheet up, like just having everything on the sheet, just so
Oh
I can.
yeah, it's incredible. I have them printed out in front of me.
Yeah.
Uh,
If Roll20 was working for me, then I'd be using it too. But
Yeah.
there you go.
it's just
Yeah,
work
I'm
for
just
me.
using fairy. Like I have my whole setup thing going on.
If you guys
Everybody's-
have difficulty with the
Stuff.
Discord app, then you can also just use the site. That's what I'm doing.
I tried
No,
that. It
I
also
am
didn't
using
let
the
me make a
site.
character.
Is this an orange setting? Did orange do something to a setting?
Possibly.
Orange
It won't
didn't
let me make a
do
character either.
anything implicitly. If this is like a
We can figure it out
space game
later.
setting.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
We can figure it out later.
Yeah,
We'll do it in post.
that's not how that works. I don't think. But okay.
I'm pretty sure it does. All right. So hold on. Let me finish writing these character sheets for these people.
Yeah, it's going to be relevant, and make sure you have a principle for them.
Oh, I do.
Good.
That was
It
the
will be
first thing I did. We're good. So yeah, I believe Jordan is the one remaining person who has yet to do something.
Hell yeah. So my choices with a 8 was what I got. Okay, roll up. Yeah, an 8 is I can do something I've mastered, or I can do something
Yes, you could do a mastered or basic technique.
okay. Alright, the basics for evade are test, balance, bolster, and commit.
Test, balance, bolster, or hinder, and commit. Yes.
And does removing the trap status
Test, balance. So unfortunately, I believe the healing, the clear one fatigue, goes before the trap thing. So if you're already at full,
I wasn't.
then-
I was actually down one, but like
Okay,
now
well-
I'm at full. But my question on getting out of the trap, is that a turn or an action, or is it just like instantaneous?
Hold on. It says that, hold on. That there's a thing on. Look under defend and maneuver. Like seize a position. I think it is. There's a thing there. I don't have it up at this second.
So seize a position, engage, move to a new location, engage/disengage with a foe, overcome a negative status or danger, establish an advantageous position, or escape the scene.
Mhm. Overcome a negative status or danger is the one.
Well, the problem is that
I did
she
evade.
is evade and observe.
Because I was trying to do my learn technique, but I need to get a perfect hit for that.
So this, I believe, is a decision that you can still make, in my opinion, and my opinion's what matters. You can do that 3 clear fatigue thing, or the 3 fatigue / condition thing, if you want to do test, balance, bolster, or hinder, or commit in addition to that. Otherwise, I say you're out of the exchange, and you've always been out of the exchange, and you spend your turn being out of the exchange, getting up onto the roof. So functionally, you can do like the taxing thing in order to also do test, balance, bolster, hinder, or commit, or whatever else you can do with evade and observe.
Take the fatigue and no longer trapped, I suppose, would be the short version of that.
I can't help her up?
Take a fatigue and no longer trapped, or you surrender your right to do anything in this exchange except for get up onto the roof.
I mean,
and this exchange is this round of combat, to be clear.
Exchange
that is
round of combat,
yeah, I understand. But that is the same exact result, because I take a fatigue. That would undo me. If I hadn't been in the combat, that would undo me healing a fatigue. So I still have the 1 fatigue.
You would have 2 fatigue or 2 or like a 1 fatigue and 1 condition, or basically.
If I'm not in the combat, do I have to cause a fatigue to get out of trapped?
No.
Okay, so I'd have only one fatigue because I started with one fatigue. And if I do a
Yes.
combat exchange, I heal one fatigue. And then
you have 2 more that you have to take account for.
Well, one more because you only take one for getting out of trapped. It's one or fatigue or take conditions.
You must mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue to escape.
Or 3 fatigue.
Yes.
Or is it?
It's
Oh,
a combination of them. So you could take 2 conditions, 1 fatigue. You could take 3 conditions, though I wouldn't recommend it.
That's interesting. That's way worse than I thought. Well, that's an
Yes,
obvious
that's
thing.
why
I wasn't in the exchange yet.
Yeah, you weren't in the exchange yet.
Could I help them up the roof when it's our turn again?
You can help them up the roof now in like flavor, but it won't get you any like help. It'll just be like, oh, I grabbed their hand to help them up.
Okay.
I think impaired would have made more sense for this, but I don't care.
It's fine.
Yeah, I said I don't care.
All right.
So yeah, I'm up. We can flavor it as Heian helping me.
All right. So you climb back up the roof. Behan has helped you. You've got a
She
guy
doesn't
on
seem
the roof.
She doesn't seem pleased about this. She doesn't say anything.
She says no, thank you.
Yeah, basically. But just with
I
her
don't
eyes,
know
though.
you. You didn't break me out of prison. What have you done for me lately?
Okay.
So yeah. But you guys, it's worth noting, within a couple of feet of you, like about 5 feet of you, there is an angry firebender who's ready to attack. So yeah. It is the start of a new exchange.
Nice.
Considering you guys are going to get attacked at this point.
Oh boy.
If you guys would like to run away, you guys all have to commit to running away. Well, no, never mind. You guys can individually commit your characters to running away from this fight.
Complete backtrack.
Yes, correct. So yeah, let's decide what we're gonna do. Everybody, I'm going to choose between my options.
We're 4 kids. We can take 2 firebenders, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but then we would cause trouble in the town.
Well, you're trying to get away from these people.
Yeah. If we knocked them out, it would be easier to run away.
Yep, but you gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Guess we don't have chloroform.
Oh, here, smell this.
Mm.
All right, so that guy's gonna do that, and this guy's gonna do that. Okay, so I've chosen my my character's moves. You guys are going to choose yours. You may now
Alright.
commence speaking. All right, so this guy is impaired. Let's make sure he knows it.
I'll evade and evade observe.
I will advance and attack.
Okay.
I think.
I will defend and maneuver.
Okay. So, what is Peihan and Yuka doing?
I am Wait, what was it? Evade observe.
Evade observe?
Yes.
She wants out. She wants in. Cats.
Yeah, well, that's how they do. You know it.
Mhm.
Did you hear me or no?
Oh no, I didn't. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I will attack.
You will advance and attack. Hell yeah. Okay. I actually forgot what you guys said. So here's what's going to happen. Everybody who chose to defend and maneuver,
Yo.
we're going to do stuff now.
Sweet.
Yay.
What stuff we gonna do?
The bad guys aren't going to do anything. So it's up to you guys. But I guess you guys, anybody who's defending and maneuvering, has to roll.
Full hit.
Full hit, and that's with focus. Fuck yeah.
Yep. Because it's focused. I don't fuck up defending.
Yeah, you do not fuck up. You are just like the patron saint of being in the zone.
Mm-hmm. So full hit means I can do what? Like I can do a master technique.
Here's what you can do. You choose one of these three things. Mark 1 fatigue to use a learned technique. Use 1 practice technique, or use 2 different basic or master techniques, and different being the operative word there. But you can use 2.
I could use 2 basic.
2 basic or mastered, and they're part of the same pool.
Oh damn, that's fun.
Yeah.
So just 2 things total. Then I'll do steady stance to start with. Assume a strong and steady stance. Any foes engaged with you who choose to advance and attack. This exchange must mark 1 fatigue. Negate the first condition or negative status effect inflicted on you in this exchange. If no conditions or negative status effects were inflicted on you in this exchange, become empowered for the next exchange.
Okay.
And
you're gonna have to remember all of that.
Yeah, basically, anyone attacks me, they take fatigue as well, and I just ignore the first thing they do.
Sounds good. All right, and then that is, I assume, a master technique.
Yeah, that's a master technique.
Okay.
If you roll a 10, means you can
do another basic or master technique.
Yeah, I'm looking at the basics because I don't have another defend.
You can seize a position to run away. Oh well, I mean that would kind of negate what you've already done, but yeah.
You can mark 1 fatigue to ready yourself for your environment, assigning or clearing a fictionally appropriate status of nearby characters or yourself.
That would have been useful a bit ago, but steel yourself for the blows. Each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a contagious blah blah blah. I'll do retaliate as well.
Okay. Steel yourself for the blows.
If they try to hit me, they die.
Or shift your balance in the exchange, inflict 1. Cool. Awesome. All right. So you are just the most ready being that exists.
Yeah, she just immediately, like, now that she has her balance, like, her feet slide across the roof and, like, she gets into a fighting stance that probably...
I'm just picturing that, like, that action hero thing where you do, like, the come and get it kind of thing with your hand.
She doesn't get cocky about it. She is way too focused on being perfect. Like, her brain is thinking every step of this technique in exact order, in an exact, like taking in all of her environment and basically being like, this is how you do that. So
gotcha. I'm picturing, like, if you didn't know better, you would think that this person is a trained acrobat, like in the circus, straight up. Their poise is perfect.
Or they actually went to a dojo once in their life.
Yep. All right. So, were you the only defendant maneuver?
I don't know.
I think there was maybe one other. It wasn't me. But...
Peihan, were you a defendant maneuver?
I was evade observe.
Okay, and I
Yuka?
believe Yuka was also evade observe. Wait, no, he was advanced attack. Okay, so I think that's the only one. Cool. So, advanced attack, this is what's happening. The deal is that if the player and the DM are doing the same like umbrella of tasks, then the DM chooses what they're going to do second. So,
Okay.
Yuka, you choose you first off roll. And you roll in this case with passion. With passion.
How many targets are there?
Targets?
Yeah, enemies.
There are
Two.
only two.
Two.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, so that is an 8. You may do one basic or master technique.
I'll just what are the basic techniques?
The basic techniques are strike, pressure, and smash.
They're also in the player cheat
The
sheet
cheat sheet.
Yeah, they're
on the second page because you have to pull up the second page.
Yeah, it's in resources, in the resources tab in the Discord.
Yeah, if you click second page, not scroll down to second page.
Yep. But so yeah, you could do a basic or a master.
So if you have a master to advance an attack, you are able to use that.
All right, so what is this guy gonna do? Man, you've put this one guy in such a tough spot.
Are they in reach of me?
They are a floor down. They are in reach of your bending. Well, they're probably like, yeah, they're a floor down. They're in reach of your bending.
Hey, Steven, you're progressively getting quieter.
Yeah, you are.
Weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Really
Yeah.
weird.
I've had to turn you up to 200%, and now you're quieter than you were before I did that.
The AC is on too, so
That might do it.
Put your mic closer to your face.
I did.
Why are you quieter?
I don't know. Oh, let me check what mic it's using.
And check the boost.
It's like 2 floors actually. Should have said.
Yeah, I'll just strike.
Strike. Okay. So in this, you get a choice. You can do like the regular thing where you strike a foe within reach, and you make me do a whole bunch of shit. Or you can mark 1 fatigue to instead to choose to hammer them with your blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
I will hammer them with a giant ice ball.
Okay, so you marking 1 fatigue to do it. So strike is basically like if you do it without marking a fatigue, you're forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift their balance away from center, which is their choice. Or you may mark a fatigue to make them mark 2 fatigue or strike where they are weak, and that is their choice. And that is your choice, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can spend an extra fatigue to make sure that they get hurt in a specific way that you like. Because otherwise, I could just do what you did, which is move my balance away from center.
Right. No, I marked it fatigue.
Okay, you marked a fatigue. So are you forcing him to take two fatigue or one condition?
2 fatigue.
Okay.
Jesus, Camille, you're so weird.
It's a cat. I don't know what you're.
She
You're
just
expecting.
developed this habit yesterday. I don't know where it came from.
All right. So this guy is also impaired, and you've just pelted him with. Well, I'll let you describe what you've done to him.
You can go ahead. I liked where you were going.
You've just pelted him with a barrage of ice, just like hailing down at him, going at like breakneck speeds.
Mock fantasy.
If he wasn't wearing armor, it would have done a lot more damage to him, but he did do quite a bit, and he's taken 2 fatigue. All right. So,
I'm also advanced in attack.
okay, cool. Got it. Go.
That's an 11. Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah.
All
There you
right.
go.
I would like to spend 1 fatigue to use a practice technique or learn
A learn
rather,
technique.
which becomes practiced. Let me mark that now. But yeah, that is now practiced.
I gotta see. I want to know if you can help other people on their stance move. I need to figure that out.
I still have prepared. I didn't need to spend that. That's a nat 11.
There you go.
Yeah, jury rig, which is now practiced. Create a new device on the fly. You gain favored. Hold 1 gear and name 1 basic technique from any approach. As long as you hold this device, you can use that technique as if it was part of your current approach by spending 1 gear. Otherwise, spend gears 1 for 1 on that whole thing. So yeah.
Okay,
Gears
so
go
what
down.
utter fuckery do you commit this man to?
I'm trying to think. I don't know exactly what first thing, gain favored, because that's gonna be relevant next turn. Favored, hold 1 gear. So new device. I think it's like almost like just what would be an appropriate device? Because I am choosing test balance from evade and observe as the technique that I hold on to, or that I can use. So I think it's probably like some sort of like scope or something, like pulls together like a piece of glass and some wire frame, twists it together, makes like a scope over her eyes just so she can focus on a dude a bit more. And stuff. So yeah, so 1 gear is help.
I'm so sorry. My internet cut out for all of that. You're gonna have to re-describe it.
Today's full of adventure.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think she pulls out like a bit of glass from something, like a shard of glass. Maybe it got broken up in the fight at some point. Wraps some wire around it and creates like this like singular glass, like monocle type thing around her eye, just so she can focus more on the dude. And I'm naming 1 basic technique from any approach, which is test balance from evade and observe.
Okay. So, what are you doing to him?
That's it. That's the entirety of the move. It is
Okay.
set.
So you're testing balance.
No, it's just jury rig is the whole thing.
Okay.
That's my whole turn.
So you gain
You
a
invented
whole.
something.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
I gain favored,
spectacle.
hold a gear, which is like the thing, and then
You're prepared and favored. Fucking love it.
Yep. Next turn is going to suck for them.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, and Steven did a particular thing that this guy is not very happy with. So, here's the deal. He is not able to do anything. He is impaired. Wait, no, hold on. Oh no, never mind. This guy is not up for anything yet. It's the guy on the roof that is attacking Noae and Peihan. that is going to advance an attack. He's going to. Fuck. He's got to attack one of you. And I'm trying to think of a reason why he wouldn't attack Noae. Because this just fucks him if he does. But
she is the smallest, but she might also be the most intimidating, considering she's the one in the most most familiar to them fighting stance, because an immediately aggressive stance, basically.
I'm trying to decide between a swordsperson or swordsman standing next to her and this 9-year-old kid who
With
is
flamethrowers' hands.
who is just cosplaying the shit out of this. Well, one of them is a wanted criminal, and that's you.
That is me.
So he's probably going to go after you, and he figures that he could probably hold off this other guy if he just grabs you and keeps you away from him.
Like a coward, he goes for the child.
Yeah.
Like if I want to use Counter Strike, will that interrupt him?
What is counter? Well, so is Counter Strike a move?
Counter Strike is one of my moves. It's evade and observe, but it says using impeccable timing, read your foe's movement and lash out with blinding speed. Execute a strike as if you have marked 1 fatigue against an engaged foe who chose advance and attack as their approach.
Hold on. Read that last part again.
Execute a strike as if you had marked -1 fatigue against an engaged foe who chose advance and attack as their approach. You cannot use this technique if you have any negative statuses. Do I have any negative statuses?
You do not. It won't interrupt him. He will still do his thing, but once you do the evade and observe thing, it will have happened retroactively.
Oh, okay.
If I'm understanding that correctly.
What was it called? Counter-Strike?
Yeah, Counter-Strike. Is that in the
It's a weapons
Foundlings thing? Let me just make sure. Oh, it's a weapon.
Are we playing CSGO now?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
there, I clicked it.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Oh, it's a defend and maneuver.
Oh.
What? Oh,
yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's a defend and maneuver. Oops.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah.
Did you misplay?
I guess so.
Unfortunately, it's too late to take it back, I say.
Yay.
But
I must have marked it wrong on my
It's okay.
Happens to the best of us.
So
also orange sometimes.
Yes, also me most of the time. So yeah, he is going to go ahead and try and grapple Noae to get her in his grasp. He is going to, I believe, get impress, intimidate, approach. He's going to strike out at you. So in doing so, I believe one of the things that you've said is that he'll mark a fatigue for doing so, right?
He'll mark 2 fatigue.
2 fatigue for doing
one
so.
For steady stance, 1 for retaliate.
1 for steady stance and 1 for retaliate. Okay.
And he also would be using a fatigue because he's trying to do something specific to me, rather than just assaulting me. Since he's choosing to try and grab me instead of just do damage, wouldn't that be him using a fatigue?
I was just using it as the
flavor.
Top part
That's
of
fine.
That. Yeah. But yeah, he is attempting to mark a condition. So actually, I think I am going to mark it that way.
Yeah.
He's going to mark a condition on you though. But what does your thing say?
Which one?
The one that says it ignores the first thing that happens to you.
Negate the first condition or negative stats inflicted on you.
Okay, so he'll do all that and you'll slip out.
Yeah, so he tries to grab me, and I basically slam my palm up into his elbow, making it almost twist the other way, knocking him away from me.
Cool. Fuck yeah. So he is not happy.
Good.
He's
Silence. Now is it me or is it him?
evade and observed, so I don't know what it is with my freaking internet.
I don't know. It's pretty dramatic.
It is.
It hasn't happened since you turned off your cam till now though, so it's better.
Yep. I'm moving to a place that I want better internet from. Da 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 da. All right,
Seoul,
so
Korea.
yeah,
It
the other guy is going to have evaded and observed, but unfortunately he's impaired, so I don't really think that there's much that he can do, unless something specific happens in this time frame. But yeah, you guys who are evading and observing, go forth.
Yuta was attacked, so it was Taehyun.
Oh, okay. Now I've realized where I made a mistake. Is that on my character sheet I noted that feint is defend and maneuver and counter strike is evade observe, but they're actually like that's switched.
Oh, okay.
Feint is evade observe and counter strike is defend maneuver.
Gotcha. So you can do feint in this.
I guess I can do feint, yeah, and it's a massive
I was gonna say
move.
on the upside.
Yeah. Feint. Trick your foes into overexerting themselves against you. If you are targeted by any attacks this exchange, you may mark 1 fatigue to immediately inflict a condition on your attackers. Well,
Unfortunately, you were not.
I were not.
You were not. But you can test balance, you can bolster or hinder, or you can commit.
Okay.
What is?
Where
Taehyun is a foundling.
Foundling, yeah, foundling.
I'm a foundling.
That's in the Wanshi Tongs thing.
It's in here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's only a few missing, and that's not one of them. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the Republic City ones, which has come since then.
Yeah. And the 2 training types that Taehyun has are weapon and fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I can bolster or hinder. Noae like cracked the dude's nose, right?
His arm.
Or chin.
Yeah.
Oh, his arm.
She twisted it around with when he tries to grab her.
Okay. I guess I'll kick at his legs to knock him down.
Okay. So you bolster or hinder would inflict the appropriate status. Well, hold on.
I have to.
Did you roll? Have you rolled yet?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to roll first.
You
got a 3. So you have to, if you want to do this, you have to mark a fatigue. Otherwise, you don't get to do anything.
I keep failing. Good backup. Okay, I guess I'll mark another fatigue.
Okay.
So I could fucking trip him.
So you can fucking trip him. He's got the status doomed. Oh, I'm kidding. It would be impaired, right? Oh no, stunned. Stunned? No. You can't act or respond for a few seconds till you prepare yourself or you're slowed or off balance. I think I'm gonna let you decide what you would like to do. Would you like to stun him where he's kind of out of the exchange for the next little bit, or would you like to impair him, where he chooses one fewer technique to do?
I could like maybe if he's on the ground now, right?
That's up to you.
Or
You decide what you would like to do in the fiction of this world
Okay.
to him.
okay, so like I see Naoe like
Noae
break his
is
arm.
currently twisting his arm behind his back with
Alright.
absurd strength that she shouldn't have, but whatever.
It's about conservation of momentum. He was
Yeah.
going forward, so she just basically grabs his arm, pushes a hand into his elbow, and just palm strikes him around. So it's his force that's putting him in a bind, not hers.
You're one of those nerds who think physics. No, I'm kidding.
I do think physics, yeah. Who
You
doesn't think physics?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what would you like to do in order to bolster or hinder him within the fiction of the game?
Okay, so I take my sword. It's still in the sheath,
Okay.
and like I swing it at his leg so that he gets knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he's on the ground, with the hilt of my sword, I'll just like smack him on the head so that he gets knocked out.
So.
Or is that too many moves?
Too much.
Well, yeah, it is too much.
Darn. Okay.
The knocking out portion of.
How about just knock out his legs for now?
Yeah, knock out his
you
legs.
knock out his legs.
Swing down his legs, yeah.
So he's
so I would
stunned
say,
or impaired.
Yeah, he's stunned or impaired. I go for impaired because his
Okay.
body is physically impaired. Stunned kind of gives me the idea that his like mind has been addled.
Yeah, it sounds like that from the description. You're caught off guard. You can't act or respond for a few seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll yell at him like, "Hey, pick on your own size."
Pick on someone your own size, asshole. All right.
He's
So
fighting 2 children.
Mans is impaired, and so is other Mans. Are you the only one who chose to evade and observe in this round?
I think so.
All right. Well, unfortunately for this other guy, what the impaired status does to NPCs is that they choose one fewer technique, and that is decided by their principal. His principal. So just like as an educator for how NPCs work, is that every NPC has a principal that goes from 0 to whatever positive number is relevant to their status. They don't have a negative anything. But the thing that tells me how many techniques that they're going to be able to use is whatever they're at on their balance plus 1. This guy's at 0, so he would have 1, but he's impaired, so he has none. So he can't do anything. He's just impaired. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So new round of combat. You guys are utterly owning these people. I am going to decide what they're going to do next. Okay. So that guy is going to do that. And
So sad having to ban a bot.
yeah, right. Oh, no, never mind. They're going to do that, and they're going to do that. Okay. Exchange has been decided for my bad guys. What say you?
Mm,
Okay. Noae, what would you like to do with your exchange?
Da, 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 da. I'm not
Yuka.
sure.
You're not sure.
Which is weird for me. Normally I'm much quicker than that. But,
Both done now, right? We could.
They're both impaired.
Oh, impaired.
which means they're gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah, in the fiction, this guy is just like trying to get his feet unstuck from the ground. Get her! But he's also kind of reeling from the pain of getting pelted with several hail-sized bullets.
I'll advance an attack.
Advance an attack, okay. Tapisa, Yuka, Peihan.
I will advance an attack.
Advance an attack.
I will evade and observe.
Evade and observe.
I guess we'll. I want to try counter strike.
Oh, well, that would be defend and maneuver. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go to defend and maneuver. Actually,
Sounds good.
But he's down already, so I'm.
Actually, I'm gonna stay with advance and attack.
What are the?
Got
What
it.
are the basic? Where did the basic ones go again?
those three I just posted in the Roll20.
If you're using fairy, I had them, so I don't know if you're using my thing, but I have a.
It's ready, retaliate, and seize a position for defend and maneuver. So. I also made you, or started to make you, a character sheet for Peihan in Roll20. Because I figured, why not?
I'll do defend, maneuver, and ready myself.
Okay, well, once again, we don't decide exactly what we do until we roll.
Yeah, I mean, you can plan for it. But...
You can plan for
right,
it.
yeah, okay.
Basically, just say, I'm going to defend, I'm going to attack, or I'm going to
okay, I am going to defend, maneuver.
Got it. Cool.
Sweet.
So, defending and maneuverers go first.
Slowly
That is
getting
neither of my guys.
They're impaired and they're gonna try other things. Them dumb shits. Yeah, it's a full hit.
Yeah.
Full hit. There you go.
Every time it's a full hit. It's always a full hit.
It's fucking focus maxing over here.
It's not. Well, it is max focus. You're not right. You're wrong, but it's not like min maxing. I have done multiple optimal things. I've looked at this and been like, oh, I can optimize this, and didn't. So
there are some very good moves that they could have chosen from other people's move sets, and she chose specifically to have 3 focus.
Because of who she is.
Yeah.
But she also
was wanting to always succeed.
She also reduced her negative on creativity, which is non-optimal. If I wanted to creativity, I could have put that creativity point in harmony. It would have been better for my character, but my character being harmony doesn't make sense for her. I had a conversation with Orange trying to swap my -1 to harmony because it made more sense to her. But he said, nah.
I'd have to do that for everybody.
I don't see the problem with that.
I'm fine with where my -1 was.
I didn't want to set the precedent.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I don't agree, but that's fair. We don't have to agree. That's
you don't have to agree.
Yeah. I still think we should have gotten an extra technique to.
I also think that just because it fucks with my brain that we don't.
Same.
Well, sorry.
I didn't want to do the thing that pissed off Liv, but I was actually tempted to say, hey, can one of the techniques be reduced down to a practiced? Because then it would be mastered, practiced, and learned, and I would be pleased. But I'm pretty sure Liv would death glare me if I suggested that.
Yes, I would. You know me very well.
All right, everybody, defending and maneuvering.
I did it already.
Okay.
I'm also
So wait,
defending
hold on.
maneuver.
What are you doing? You rolled.
Yeah, I
Yes.
rolled. That's what you do first.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will roll then.
Yes. S'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup.
Roll with
Alright.
focus.
Roll with focus. Fuck, that's my worst one.
Yeah, it's like -1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea if I am to give some advice to know what kind of things you're going to be bad at, like to remember them. So you got no 6. Yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah, the 6.
Okay.
All right, so you have to take a 1 fatigue if you're gonna do anything.
No, it's move your balance if you're going to do anything.
Oh, move your balance if you're gonna do anything. Fuck, we might have done that wrong before.
No, we didn't.
Okay, good.
I've been
Yay.
keeping us on track with that.
Thank you, Liv. Now move your
Happy to
balance
help.
if you're going to do anything, and it has to be away from center. It must be said.
Okay.
So
I guess
it would
I'll-
be toward heritage.
I am now +2 to heritage, and I ready
Okay.
myself. I choose ready.
Okay. You are plunging yourself deep in your mind. You are remembering all of the things that your grandfather has taught you about swordsmanship, and you are driving yourself further away from your firebending abilities. But you're ready.
That tracks, honestly.
Yeah. Mark 1 fatigue to
Character.
ready yourself. So it must be said that you have to mark 1 fatigue just as a component of the ready maneuver
Yes, okay.
technique. Assigning yourself or clearing a fictionally appropriate status or of nearby characters or yourself. So what status would you like to clear or gain?
Let's see. What are the statuses?
Good statuses are prepared, inspired,
Favored and empowered.
favored, and
Um,
empowered. Yeah.
I
Good
guess prepared.
status is do their homework before they.
That is how he said it, yeah.
Okay, I'm prepared.
You are prepared. Awesome.
You're ready for what's coming. Clear, prepared to take +1 to an appropriate roll after the roll, or avoid marking a condition.
Yeah. What I love is that like a lot of or pretty much everyone that I can name, like these optional modifiers can be used after the roll. Like so you guys can decide whether or not you help somebody after they roll.
Mhm.
You can see the character sheet, but I can't.
I currently like me making you the character sheet. I can't hand it over to you. Only the GM can hand it over to you. So he would have to do it. So, like,
Yeah, I'm using Fairy, and I have all of my information there. Seriously, I wrote up a whole thing. Check the resources. It's fantastic.
We
Like, even if you're not,
I was using it before this,
yeah.
and it's just way easier to do this because it's honestly fucking really quick. It was really goddamn quick. Like if I had all of the foundling information, I would just.
I'd probably be using it if I could.
Orange.
20.
It
Orange.
wasn't me.
I think it was you.
Okay, maybe it was me. Well, Liv and I will get together. after
Oh
the-
dear.
The sentence.
Oh dear. Is that what this is?
Continue.
Is this a rom-com?
Buy her some dinner first.
Liv, I'm gonna need to see you after class.
Oh dear, that's going in a different direction.
Much different.
No, it's going the same direction.
Oh
I
dear.
read that before, yeah.
No, I'm still saying that's a different direction, even if it's in the.
Oh, buddy.
The tax of this
Anyway.
rom-com has shifted.
Who else? One other person said defender maneuver.
Jordan did. Jordan hasn't acted yet.
Jordan hasn't acted on their on his
My full hit? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm
Yes, you
going
have it.
to seize position.
Assume the position.
Don't seize
Um,
position.
Move to a new location. Engage/disengage with a foe. Overcome a negative status or danger. Establish an advantageous position or escape the scene.
Escape the scene.
You are going to escape the scene.
Mm-hmm.
This guy can't stop you. He is unable to stop you.
Mhm.
So you're just gonna get the fuck out. You're going to continue the chase that we've.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. Obviously.
Yep. There you go. All right. She's zooted. She's gone.
Zooted.
Zooted. That's what zooted means.
You heard him.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
Not again. Well, you guys can take this opportunity. Well, you guys can escape combat after this exchange. One of the things that I don't think was made clear, even though I think I said it doesn't matter.
All of this
It bears repeating that each of these exchanges is just one round of combat. You guys can choose not to engage in another round of combat after this one. But so
wouldn't
far,
the enemy
there's
also be
been-
able to say that they attack you? So, which is probably the point of escape scene.
Yeah, escape scene. Okay. Cool. All right. So, is that all the defensive maneuvers?
Yeah.
All right. Advance and attack. I believe it's Liv, and I think that's just it.
Yes. I'm just
you-
that good. I don't even need my prepared. I just
you
roll
or your
12s.
favored. You have prepared and favored.
You're just
Yeah,
I
that
would like you to
lucky.
know.
Yeah, favorite is relevant here. Okay. Let's start the engine.
Okay, what's happening here?
So,
Did you
first thing
build
is
your
first.
character like a goddamn Slay the Spire character?
Yes, yes, I did.
Ah, go on. Continue. Sorry to interrupt.
So, all right. So with a 12, I choose or 10 plus choose one from this list instead. I would like to use two different basic or master techniques.
Go for it.
So first, disorient, mastered. Pummel an engaged foe with quick blows. Mark one fatigue to shift their balance away from center. I'm going to choose the dude that's on the ground with me.
Okay.
So yeah, just a bunch of things. Maybe like I don't know, little bits of like sudden snaps of noise from gears and stuff, and just kind of like, hey, you're kind of suck at what you're doing. I mean, your target just left, obviously. So I don't see you being actually a very good guard. And so like that's that. So that's one.
Yeah, you've
The technique.
he will yell out like an obscenity. Fuck! But like he won't be able to do much.
Mhm.
The roast of the Fire Nation.
The roast of the Fire Nation.
All right, then I would like to see what else do I want to do. Sorry, I there's a lot going on here. I would like to pressure, impress, or intimidate a foe. Choose an approach. Your foe cannot use that approach in the next exchange. I'm going to
Go for it.
choose advance and attack, targeting the same dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
this is
then
the next exchange, not this exchange.
Yeah, next exchange. And then I clear favored, so I get to choose an additional basic or master technique in the next exchange, even on a miss. And I would like to spend a gear with a jury rig to use test balance, and I'm going to use another gear which can be spent 1-to-1 instead of fatigue on technology techniques or basic techniques using technology training, which is kind of just using like the device and analyzing and trying to get a read of so ask what the principle is, they must answer honestly.
So their principle is duty. And he's going to take this opportunity to basically yell at you. This guy knows who you are. He remembers you. He's been a prisoner guard of yours. And he's going to yell.
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, that's what he's going to yell. He's going to yell, "How dare you talk to me, you water tribe trash!" But yeah,
Take offense to that.
Splash damage.
splash damage. Take offense to that.
So yes, that's all
Yuka's
3 of my
catching
moves.
strays over here.
That's all 3 of my moves for the turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
guess-
All right. So you have moved his principal up to +1.
Mhm.
All right. He is invigorated with a sense of duty and purpose. He knows that his loyalty to the Fire Nation is being tested, and he will not take that lying down.
Mhm.
All right. Evade and observe time. I believe that's Yuka. Wait. Yes. Okay. It's Yuka, and it's also the 2 guards. Both of them.
What is a Vega observed with?
You're quiet.
The yeah. What you're very quiet.
Yeah, were you underwater?
No, the AC is off.
It's
Oh.
even quieter though. Like, how is it increasing silence?
Decreasing loudness. Yeah, you're already at 200 for me.
Mm. If you're asking what you roll for it, do you have a character sheet? No, you don't have a character sheet. You're not even in Roll20, are you?
He's
Oh, he is. I see him.
I am, but the
he's
screen
in
is
roll
black for
20.
me.
He's there.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
that's
Are
that's
you?
very
Hold on.
correct.
Zoom out because it might be.
I tried that, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Refreshing would probably fix it, but also
I've done that too.
oh, weird. Have you
Hey.
done character?
Hey, Crow, can you see the grid?
Tron
Because
Legacy.
Crow can see the grid. Okay, so it's not just like a permissions issue.
Yeah, I can also see the grid.
It's a tech issue, or like it's a Roll20 issue.
Yeah, what do I
Never mind what I was gonna say because I was gonna just help you out in a different way.
So,
But it's creativity or harmony.
thank you.
Yeah, you roll with creativity or harmony, and you clear a fatigue, which both of these guys also do.
Eight. So a hit.
So a hit. Okay. All right. So you get to perform one basic or master technique.
Mm,
It's worth noting that you could reach both of these individuals with with your bending. One is on the roof, and he's currently like still on his stomach because Noae has just ran away. And one is on the ground, being still pinned to the thing.
Oh right, he's
Is he-
pinned. He can't even escape me. It's just wailing into him with my words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do harmless pins again then and just trap him.
Oh, there you go. So while he's yelling at the water tribe trash, yeah. What's that Danny DeVito Always Sunny meme? Oh, and I took no. What is it? And I took that personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I took that personally. Okay, so you're going to hit him with more harmless pins while he's yelling about Tapisa being water tribe trash, which might, well, I don't, no, never mind. It's not the first time that you learned that. You are basically going to hit him with the harmless pins. They're going to lodge themselves into his armor this time and shoot him backward to the wall that is behind him and lodge him in a very awkward position where his feet are still stuck and upright and his body is bent back into the wall that was behind him, and he is just completely trapped at this point. He is yelling in pain because this is a very uncomfortable position for him to be in, but there's not really much he can do about it. All right. This man is now no longer impaired. Good news. Bad news, he's trapped. All right.
Well, it doesn't say that he's not impaired.
That's true.
It just says if they are already impaired, inflict trapped.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
the
If we're
rule.
going by the words of the rules,
As
we're
in,
going
Which
by
we
that.
should
he is
be.
both impaired and trapped.
He's both impaired and trapped. Okay.
Double up,
I'm all right
motherfucker.
with that. I'm all right with that.
I was trapped. Completely
Okay.
useless.
He's not having a good day, is he?
Nope. He is not. All right, so he gets to evade and observe. Unfortunately, this is
What, did we ruin your plans?
you did a little bit.
That's fun.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Yay. Hooray.
yeah, that happens, I guess.
So he is going to yell out to you, Tapisa. He is going to test your balance. He's going to mark 1 fatigue to do so.
Mm. All right. Does he know what my principle is?
He will now. He doesn't already. Man, this is where being bad with words is biting me as a GM. But he's going to yell at you. You think you're hot stuff, Water Tribe trash?
They got one insult.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, I'm not hot. I'm cool.
Puts on sunglasses.
Sure, she does kind of have
Sunglasses, they
sunglasses.
fall down from the sky. Yeah!
You will fall eventually, like all Fire Nation enemies do, to our might. We will.
No, I believe in action.
So here's the deal. He's testing your balance.
Yes.
Yeah, she's responding with action.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
what their principle is. They must
Action.
answer
Got
honestly.
it.
So yeah,
Action.
I believe
All
in
right.
action.
You believe in action. Okay, so he now, you already know their principle. Instead, shift their balance away from center, but he knows what your principle is now.
I know what his is though.
Yep. Okay, so there's that, and now, Mr. over here is going to hinder. He's going to hinder Pei-hun right next to him. He's gonna wait. Hold on. No, he's impaired. Never mind. He can't do that. He can't do it because he's. Well, hold on. I have to decide if he's still impaired because Noae has run away.
I
He was on the
mean,
ground, right?
He was on the ground, so I'm gonna say.
I hit his legs.
yeah, no, he
I
wasn't
had
impaired
that
because of me.
spot.
Okay. In my head, you were holding him down.
Yeah, but it wasn't a hold down. It was just a painful twist, basically.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
bounding off
and
of
you
him.
know what? It was the thing that Pei-hun did that impaired him.
Yep.
So, no, unfortunately, he didn't get to do anything. Everything's great. All right. So, this moment I feel must be taken to bring light to the fact that the person who you were chasing has run away.
Yeah.
It's down to you guys whether or not you would like to continue these exchanges. And this can happen on a character by character level. Like as in Tapisa can choose to remain in the exchange just by herself. But yeah, your friend is running away. I think it's at least worth considering following.
I'm
But-
going to say that Tapisa is staying in the fight, and also specifically because they're testing her balance towards action.
Okay. All right.
Like, that's definitely playing a part. Like, yeah, no, she's reminded, like, hey, I stand for action. I stand for taking the fight to these assholes. I
In
stand for
doing
standing up.
so, because you're doing this action, I'm gonna have you move toward action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Tapisa is staying in. What say you, Yuka and Peihan?
I think Bayoing's gonna break away.
Break away.
And try and pursue Noae.
No way. Okay.
We want a recruiter to the job, right?
We do. Yeah.
I thought everyone was gonna run, but someone's being stubborn.
Yeah, and that
Well-
stubbornness is specifically why I say move to action.
Mhm.
Sorry, Steven. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I will also pursue.
Just
Pursuit.
before Peihung like breaks away from the fight, can he stamp his foot on the dude's nose?
You can. It will do no damage because the mechanics of the situation don't
Humiliation
quite
is
work like
enough.
Yeah.
that. In the flavor of the text, he's got a bloody nose. If you would like him to.
Yeah.
Okay. So you swing your foot and you sidewind him. I don't know if I'm using that word right, but whatever. In the nose with your boot. He yells out in pain, and he'll yell basically gutter trash while he struggles to get up. But he will be of no obstacle to either of the two of you escaping.
I spit back, dishonorable swine.
Fuck yeah. So yeah.
And then I run after Noae.
So Steven, technically you're on the opposite roof to the one that they were on, but I'm not, like, for the sake of this, I'm not gonna make you have to roll to jump. Yeah. We're going to finish up with Tapisa, because technically these combat exchanges happen in a fraction of the time as regular stuff.
Mhm.
But since it's just the two of them now, mostly.
Did one of the guards leave? Sorry, or is it referring to the one that's trapped? Or
I'd say, for this time being, the one that's trapped is the only one that's still in the exchange, unless you would like to also attack the one that's on the roof. But you would
No, that's
probably
fine.
have a hard time seeing them. For right now, the one that's on the roof is still getting up, and you choose if he's part of the exchange, but it sounds like no.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah. Where the two of us are going to now do our thing.
Have you chosen?
I have not yet. Let me choose.
And he can't advance or and attack because of pressure.
He cannot.
That's either it and
I'm trying to
observe.
decide what he fucking can do. You know what? I
Maneuver.
know what he can do.
Defendant maneuver is how you would get out of being trapped, as a note.
Yeah.
When the GM says shift your balance, it's the balance, not the center, right?
It's
Yes.
the balance. It's always the balance. The only thing that shifts center is if you go off balance in that direction.
Or you choose a specific upgrade that moves your center.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. Just
No
wanted
problem.
clarification.
All right, he's chosen.
All right, I am going to evade and observe.
He is going to defend and maneuver, and he's going to seize a position to get the fuck out of his pin. He is
Any
going to
foe engaged with you can mark 1 fatigue to block this technique. Hi, you don't get
Hi.
to move.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so you've marked 1 fatigue. Now, in the flavor of this, he is going to fire jet his hands to, because he's angry. He didn't think of this before, to shoot the water that is holding him in place at his feet, and then his plan is to start with his feet and then go to his arms. But since you have blocked that, he basically, how would you like to in the fiction block that?
I think it's just it's a very waterbender inspired technique. Where she just kind of like takes a nearby cloth and like wraps it around his arms to pull him away just during this exchange. So like his fire misses the ice and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He is pissed off at you, but you haven't done anything yet to inflict a condition or fatigue on him. He is just trapped, and there kind of isn't much that he can do. So yeah, it's on you now. Roll.
All right. So 11. Yeah. So I'm going to choose to use a master technique of collect material to gain 3 gears, and I still have prepared, so that they don't stack. It's just I still have prepared. And then I would like to
You would like to?
Fuck it. Yeah, I'd like to test balance. And instead of marking fatigue, I'm going to spend 1 gear.
Okay.
So it's just, for all that you're a Fire Nation soldier, you're kind of just useless. You're stuck here. You're not doing anything. Not even living up for your stupid fascist military. So what kind of soldier even are you?
So when you say that, he will be so angered and blinded that he will become so angry that the ice around him melts, just just by osmosis. You can feel the air around him heating up. He will regain his composure, stand up straight, and then he'll charge at you with his fist out.
Wait, did I already overbalance him?
Completely missing that there is an overhang directly in front of his face. He will hit it full force, and he will knock himself out.
Hells yeah. That's what my character does.
Yeah. You little twerp! Boom. Thunk. Dead.
And I didn't even get to next turn. I was going to test balance and disorient again, moving his balance away from center twice more. So
yeah.
Hi.
So he's
Tapisa,
no longer
the overbalance engine.
He's no longer impaired or trapped. He is unconscious.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that is pretty much the end of that exchange. If you would like to do more, I will say that at this point you hear hurried footsteps, and a lot of them.
Yeah, no, she skedaddles, heading in the direction the others went. So thing is done, I lose my gears and my jury rig.
I will say that they can stick around for a reasonable time.
All right.
For a
I'll leave that up
reasonable
to you
time.
to keep track of
Yes.
somewhat.
How many gears do you have?
I have 2 gears and then an additional one that is held,
Okay.
which is by the jury rig. Which, yeah.
So yeah, you are going to be several steps behind your compatriots at this point, who are running after Noae. But you are going to go off in their direction. Now, we maintain our we continue our focus. Noae, I would like all of you to roll. Noae is going to push her luck because we need to weight this scale somehow. And
That's not fair, and you know it.
Yeah, it's completely not fair. You're correct. And everybody else is going to, which is to say, Yuka and Peihung, and Tapisa are going to rely on your skills and training.
What am I running from?
Well, that's up to you.
Well, I was mainly just running from the Fire Nation at this point because.
Okay, I was under the impression that you were continuing to run from.
No, they had ample time to attack her, and they didn't during that exchange.
There you go. Okay, then never mind. The chase that I thought was happening is. I mean, it's up to you. Yeah.
I did tell you that I'm not going to do the same like. You don't do the same thing multiple times.
You told me that last week.
Yeah. No, actually, the week before because we skipped last week. But no, she's just trying to escape the Fire Nation.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, I will leave it up to you to decide, specifically Noae, how evasive you are with your new compatriots.
Not. She's basically she's trying to be as quick and nimble and fast as possible to get distance between her and the Fire Nation that is chasing. But anytime there's a turn or something like that, she basically sticks an arm out for a little bit to make sure they see which way she goes.
All right. So, I'm assuming, since you guys have made this decision already, that you would like to follow. Unless I'm hearing a nay. Am I hearing a nay?
I think I'm already pursuing her.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. So, you guys run for about 5-10 minutes. You appear to have successfully, at this point, outrun any Fire Nation troops and hidden in a place that they're not going to find you, in like a little roof overhang or wherever you would like to hide.
I'd say one of her can I have Noae have a hideout?
Oh yes, absolutely. It makes total sense that she would.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was going to say, if you guys are hiding in like a visible place, the GTA star meter is like blinking. But if you're in her hideout, there's a decent chance it's very well hidden. So it's probably like you're in the clear.
Yeah, she just at one point goes down to street level and kind of then like slides underneath a house, using her cloak to basically leave a trail visible long enough for her compatriots, in quotes, to see them.
Yeah. And just as an added bit of flavor, because I'm getting rid of all of the statuses of the people involved. The guy who was on the roof, he got up a little bit after you guys left. He looked around and tried to go off in the direction that he heard you go, but you fucked up his leg with your sword, and you also fucked up his face with your boot.
My foot.
So he's heavily impaired, and he likely gives up the search fairly quickly.
Mm.
So yeah. Anyway, Tapisa, I suppose, is on her own for this part. I don't know how she would be able to find your hideout unless you want to add to it that like while you're on ground level you run into her, which wouldn't be.
I mean, I wouldn't need to add that. You could. She could. Lots of options.
Yeah.
She also would be trying to catch up after she beat the shit out of the dude.
And also, like, it was only one more round, which was, like, relatively short, so...
Yeah, like about 30 seconds. You'll be fine. Yeah.
1 to 10,
catch up with... What was that?
1 to 10, I would say, for seconds.
1 to 10, sure. It doesn't matter. We'll say that Tapisa has found you, caught up with you while you guys are on ground level, and you are all in Noae's little hideaway. Would you like to describe this place?
Dug underneath a building. Basically, what would have been the crawl space for the supports, she has basically dug away the sections, like parts of the earth and things like that, to make enough room for her. And there are basically stolen blankets and like various bits of cloth, almost like a nest, and she's basically just sitting on a stolen pillow with a few of her hobbies laying around, which are like sewed up dolls and things like that.
The way you said hobbies, like, made me think that there are like dead things around.
No, I say hobbies because she doesn't see them as hobbies. She sees everything about the same amount of like pursuit of excellence.
Makes sense.
She's just not as good at sewing because she doesn't have people to like copycat.
I also thought she meant something more sinister.
I mean, the dolls are definitely creepy. Don't get me wrong. They're not on purpose creepy, but they're definitely creepy.
All right. So, yeah.
Like visible Stitch mouth design, stuff like that. The Lilo and Stitch style dolls. Like, if you remember Lilo's dolls and how they're all mutated freaks.
I saw that movie like once 4 years ago.
Well, just think of ugly dolls that have been sewn together roughly, and then you got the general idea.
Cool. Hell yeah. All right. You guys are all in this little kid's hideaway. How do y'all react?
Tapisa is so cramped.
Are we inside the hideaway already?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's pretty much just slide underneath the house and you get in. It's harder for you guys because you guys are bigger.
Oh yeah. Is there like any place to knock? I'm trying knocking on the wooden floor above the wooden floor that's actually the ceiling. It's like, Noae? Are you down here?
Yeah, don't knock on the floor.
What else was I supposed to do? I didn't see a door.
So, at this point, you guys can be inside or you can be outside.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Tapisa having the most difficulty.
Doing the
she's like hunched over.
Hunched over, head at a tilt, like hair pressed up against the roof.
That's what I was getting. That's what I wanted to reference. Hold on, I had that GIF I need to find.
Noae says, "So welcome. I've not had guests." Yes, you're Gandalf in a hobbit hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Noae.
Oh, I had a different image in my head. It's there now.
Fuck yeah.
Noae is basically, it sounds like, welcome. I don't have guests very often. keep your voice down. The upstairs neighbors are old and, need their sleep.
And also don't know you're there.
Yep.
That's out of character.
Yeah. What, Crow?
What's his face? Peihang like buries his head in his hands like oh you have upstairs neighbors.
She nods. Yeah. That's what happens when you live underground.
How long have you been living like this? If you don't mind me asking.
I dug this one out 2 years ago. Before that, it was mostly dumpsters and, heaps and just whatever I could find, abandoned buildings. Thing about abandoned buildings, though, is they don't stay abandoned forever. They either get knocked down or, taken over. So I had to keep moving. This is the longest single spot I've had.
Peihang doesn't know what to say.
This child with a sad life is just looking around as if this is a normal thing to have said, and everyone is just silent.
It's like this is the wildest, like the furthest from normal for Peihang, because like he lived in like a pretty big mansion, and then he went on a tour with the Earth Kingdom army, and now he's staying in the safe house with the resistance, and like he's never had to like slum it up like this.
This is literally worse than a barracks, yeah.
Yeah, at least in the barracks he has like rations and like tents and stuff.
And a bed rather than stolen blankets.
Yeah, I guess like a bedroll or whatever, but like it's like I didn't have to steal it. It was assigned to me.
Now I was like, are you all quiet because I haven't served you tea? I can get you tea if you want.
Where would you get the tea?
She moves some of the blankets around and pulls out a bunch of really damaged, chipped cups and puts them in the middle of her little hiding hole, and basically starts looking around for water and finds a sealed off jug that looks like it used to be for alcohol, but now it just has water in it, and she pours the glasses and then a tiny box and pulls out some loose leaf tea. So, and pours it in each one. Like, there you go. Sorry it's cold. I have no way to, I don't want to warm it down here.
That's fair. Peiyang takes the cup of tea, but he doesn't drink it yet. It's like, thank you for the tea, Noae.
Happy to help. Hers is hot. I don't think Peiyang notices, but hers is indeed hot.
Like, I was thinking, like, would Peihang like heat up his own?
Instinctively.
There was a whole plot point in the show about that.
Imagine like both Peihang and Noae have like hot tea, and then like Tapisa and
Yuka specifically has
Yuka.
iced tea.
They're like fucking vendors, man.
Hold on, let me get some oh fuck, what's it called? Dry ice. I need to figure out how to cool this down scientifically.
Jeez. Yeah, so 2 people have functional tea and other people just have leaf water.
Uncle, that's what all tea is.
He is. How could a member of my own family say such a thing?
Anyway. So yeah.
Noae would get along with Iroh eventually, but not at first.
Not at
Yeah.
first. I feel like that would be the case with pretty much anyone with Iroh. Except it would be, if it wasn't, the only case in which that wouldn't be the case is if they get along with him immediately.
Like,
Yeah, I think
Aang.
Tapisa might get along with him very quickly.
Aang got along with him pretty much instantly the first time they talked.
Pretty much, yeah.
Would Pei-Hung recognize him as General Iroh?
Is he General? Well, he would still be General Iroh.
He
I
is still
think.
General Iroh at this point, but
He's still
it has
General
been
Iroh at this point.
it has been many years since
Siege.
he is right
The
now,
Boston
because this is only a couple of years before the events of the show. He is with Zuko,
Mm.
traveling around the world.
So
Is it like the first year of?
Probably, yeah.
it's post.
He was looking for Zuko for 3 years, right?
Yes, it's so hold on. Yes, Jordan, it is post siege. Zuko was about 7 or 8 when Lu Ten died, which is when that would have ended. What were you saying, Crow?
Zuko was looking for Aang for 3 years.
Yes, he is about 14 at this point. Zuko is. Anyway,
out of character, would Pang have the authority to like bring Noae like into the safe house so that they could like
yeah.
discuss-
So straight up, that's what Kota wants. Kota,
oh yeah, we're recruiting her.
Yeah, Kota sent you to recruit.
Yeah.
And therefore, you have express consent to do just exactly that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Even though she was also kind of a dick about it.
Yeah, she was, but that was mostly down to the GM trying to get you to move.
No. I think that's good character.
Yeah.
Okay. War makes everyone terrible people eventually. So
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. She's not a terrible person just in a bottle.
She's turning into a terrible person bit by bit. That's what war does.
Yeah. Yep.
Because to survive war, you have to be colder and you have to be a bigger dick, and those are not good qualities for a human being.
Anyway,
Tapisa is determined to prove that wrong.
Yeah, she's the Katara of the group.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
I don't know what Noae would be. Tough?
Tough at the beginning.
Yeah.
Am I Jet?
Nah, you're probably hold on.
Got a little bit of Jet in you.
You got a little bit of Jet in you, but you're a little less evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say Sokka is coming to mind.
Smellerbee then.
Smellerbee, yeah, Smellerbee or Longshot, or the two of them combined.
So Noae sips her tea a bit more, and so what do you guys want? You were chasing me down pretty determinedly.
Yeah, I just like running sometimes.
Wanted to invite you along.
Yeah.
She stares at Yuta. You hold up.
You run for sport?
Like she stops, looks around her little hovel, and then says,
"All right.
Okay, all of you have to pause except for you, sir. What?"
Yeah, I mean, I just like running sometimes,
You're gonna move back towards
pumping.
stability. Listen, you're purposefully taking I just am here. You're. I'm good. I don't actually really belong with these guys.
I fought two firebenders and ran 10k after you just for fun.
That is what Noae's wedding
Yeah. So, congrats on the excellent character work, Stephen. But you're moving
Thank you.
towards stability.
So, on a whim, you just saw a bunch of other people running, decided that looks like fun, and joined in. And then a fight broke out, and you were like, that looks like fun, and joined in?
No, I was like, fuck Fire Nation.
Mmm.
But no, we're part of the same group, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Guess.
I look at Yuka looks at the at the others and like, and does a shrug thing.
You're confusing.
My parents told me that a lot.
Yeah, I'm imagining that his lack of conviction is just like it's confounding to you in particular, Noae.
Yeah, Noae is two sides of a coin of conviction to defy the odds, and the other side of her is survival. And so nothing about doing things for just the fuck of it has ever hit her. Literally, I said earlier that she doesn't understand what a hobby is. She sews because she wants to get better at it, so that she, like, as a talent and a skill. She doesn't know, like, she doesn't do it for fun in her mind, even if it is relaxing and fun. So she's like, I'm gonna move on and pretend like you didn't talk.
That's fair. It's what my sisters did too a lot.
Oh.
Ugh.
No way. We followed you here because we wanted to invite you to our resistance group. You don't have to stay here if you want. You could come with us and stay at the safe house.
Is that allowed?
Yes.
I don't think we'll be staying there for long. We do need to get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
Someone I need to help.
And Noae looks at Tapisa, because Tapisa knows like various things about Noae at this point, and is like, "Is that allowed?" And by pointing at herself, like,
Yes,
I'm
of
allowed?
course. Yes, you are not only allowed, you are welcome. You are invited to join with us.
She's looking as confused as she did when Yuka was talking now.
Yuka's nodding.
I don't understand this, but
Yes, you helped us. You helped us free Tapisa.
Yeah, you saved my butt multiple times in the escape.
I mean, I don't know what else I was supposed to do.
You could have just left me. And there's a note of bitterness there.
You can tell by the look on her face that that thought literally never even crossed her mind. I don't think I could have.
Trust me, it's very much a possibility. I've been I've been prisoner for several years at this point. I've lost track. This is hardly my first escape attempt. It's the only successful one, though.
I don't.
Love does not compute.
To either of these characters, really.
Yeah, right.
Noae tilts her head. It's like if you need my help, I suppose I can come along.
We
But
would love to have your help.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't it just be the same?
The same?
She looks around her hovel and it's like, no one likes me in this town. How is it going to be different there, outside the town?
Well, we're gonna be traveling together, and we'll have supplies. You won't have to steal blankets.
But you've known me
We'll stick together.
You've known me all of an hour or two, and you already got attacked by Fire Nation because of me?
Not just because of you.
Yeah, the Fire Nation in that town is always riled up anyway.
I was a prisoner of them, remember? That I'm just as likely to attract their attention. Honestly, all of us will at some point, probably. We are trying to, stop them
Yeah.
from hurting someone.
But if I'm with you, then won't the Earthquake Kingdom also hate you?
No. And if they do,
No.
so what?
Yeah, we're part of the resistance anyway. We can
You
go
can
incognito. They won't have to know anything.
No, but even then, even if they recognize us, even if they recognize you, so what?
Yeah.
I'll still stand with you.
We're fighting the Fire Nation.
I mean, we're
In fact,
already risking our
I used to be
lives.
part of the Earth Kingdom army too.
She goes silent, puts her hood up, and starts packing her bags. And by bags, I mean she literally grabs one of the blankets and puts some of her stuff in it.
Tying it onto a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Almost.
traveling bundle.
Yeah, a
Taeyang
hobo
is
bundle.
confused.
And she's like,
Taeyang is confused and whispers to maybe Yuka. It's like, did I say something wrong?
I don't know. You want me to ask her?
Okay.
Did Baehyung say something wrong?
silence. And then she doesn't do it on a stick because that's funny, but no, she does it on her back. Basically, she the the straps are basically around her. The corners of the blanket go one under the arm, one over the arm, tie together, so it's like a basically makeshift backpack of junk.
Mm-hmm. Like a sling backpack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she got her tea set. Not all the cups, because some of the cups are in people's hands, but and the box of tea and her sewing kit and one of the dolls. And that's all her belongings. Oh, and the pillow. That's our favorite pillow.
Are you packing up to come with us?
Yes, I'm packing to come with you.
Jordan, what's your balance at?
My balance is currently at excellence 1.
All right, it's dead even now.
Back to center.
Ooh.
She doesn't seem pleased, but also she seems pleased. It depends on if you can that exact child emotion, but where they're happy about something but they're trying to act like they're not.
Ah, yep.
Yeah.
They'll have that emotion sometimes.
Yeah, that is what's very legible on her face. So anyone that knows kids can immediately translate that in their head. Any of the characters that doesn't, they
trying desperately to hide a smile.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Like rosy cheeks from basically being a little flushed and
All right. If anybody chooses to notice that, that's I suppose on them.
I think Tapisa notices. Doesn't say anything.
Yuka notices.
Let me check if Noae, not Noae, if Taeyang would know if he has any younger siblings or anything. Da 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 da.
It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Da 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 da.
Jesus.
I can't remember if Taeyang is the youngest.
You
in the
might.
family.
That might end up coming. That might end up being prescient information coming soon.
Mm.
It is. I believe Noae is the youngest, and Tapisa is the oldest.
Yeah.
Noae is the youngest, and Tapisa is the oldest. Okay.
By laws of nature.
But I think Crow was talking about their
I mean, in
family.
Taeyang's family,
Mm.
in their town.
Mm.
I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. I think he is the youngest son of the of the family.
Then yeah, he's probably not used to that face.
Yeah. He has a lot of older cousins and all that, and older siblings.
Mm,
So he wouldn't know because he's worn that face before, but he didn't have like
a mirror.
the yeah he didn't have the insight to know.
Tapisa is going, like, during this sequence of packing and stuff, Tapisa just goes up, puts a hand on Noae's shoulder if she lets her, but and just kind of like, it's okay. You don't have to be alone anymore. We'll stick together. If you stick with us, we'll take care of you.
Straight switch almost to a cat. Like she literally hisses and like almost looks like hair goes off and takes a step back.
Okay.
And then like humps proudly and like exits.
Yeah.
The
Also,
hall.
I am doing a move here, which is guide and comfort. When you try to honestly guide and comfort another person, roll with harmony.
Yep.
So that's roll 2d6.
Yeah, something
plus
that has gone
2.
tragically unused so far.
Yeah, all right. That's a 10 plus. So they embrace your guidance and comfort. They may clear a condition or 2 fatigue, and you may ask 1 question they must answer.
I'm trying to remember if guide and comfort on another person. Yeah, it is. It just says on another person. It doesn't say
or
that
they can shut you down.
Yeah, they can shut you down. Yeah. Okay. That was what I was looking. But yeah, there are all kinds of balance moves that have been gone tragically unused, even by me. But yeah, you can call upon somebody to live up to their principle. This is just moves.
Yeah.
This is outside of
those are
combat.
balance moves and stuff.
Yeah. You call someone out, or you deny a call out.
Mhm.
Shift, resist shifting your balance and lose your balance. Yep, all of those things.
Yeah. So you can embrace the guidance. It's just kind of just like, hey, stick with us and we'll take care of you. Or you can shut me down.
She is definitely doing that, but she's not showing it very well.
Embrace your guidance and comfort. They may clear a condition or 2 fatigue, and you may ask 1 question. They must answer it honestly.
I am not going to ask a question. It says may, it does not say have to.
Sounds
and
good.
10 plus, if they embrace your guidance and comfort, they may also shift their balance. Do you want your balance shifted?
It's at 0 right now. That's fine.
All right, I will also leave that off.
I can't do my extraordinary skill stuff like that, but that's fine. Because
Yeah, you have a specific. Well, I mean, pretty much everybody's got kind of an incentive to not be at center, but
I have an incentive to be at. Well, I don't have an incentive not to be at center.
There's an incentive to be at center or not. Because you get more experience if you stay at center, but you don't get to use your some of your special traits.
Yep.
So
excuse me. All right. Open way.
Out and back.
Out and back. Okay. So, what are you guys going to be doing now?
The resistance hideout, probably. So that everyone else can get up and go.
All right.
Are we gonna make our way back, or like, do we have to? What's it called? Like, make sure we're not followed. What we just walk out of the basement?
Yeah,
you just walk out of the basement.
It's kind of hard to follow Noae if you lose her because she lives like a fucking animal. And so, I think I think we're safe.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the purposes of this, you in particular, Peihung, and Noae both know the city well enough to be able to get back to the hideout, the resistance hideout, unimpeded. there's plenty of festivities going on, even as you approach the edges of the city. The Fire Nation soldiers, you're well away from where you guys started shit.
Mhm.
They're occupied with crowd control, or they're partying themselves. I don't think there's going to be any issue with you guys getting to where you're going.
What's the party for again?
The summer solstice. It's the summer solstice today,
Oh, right, yeah.
and in 13 days, Hakoda's going to get. It's going to be a full moon, so Hakoda's going to get captured. Just so
It's
that we don't
been-
forget the
Spoilers.
Damn. It's been the summer solstice for like the past month or so.
Yeah.
Pretty much in our time, anyway.
I mean, we missed 2 sessions, so
Yeah, and I'm gonna be in Europe in September, so I probably won't be able to be online.
globe trotting.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I know, right?
Where in Europe?
Everywhere.
Oh, I guess we're on stream, so I can't. We don't want to dox you.
I mean, I'm gonna start off in Portugal. I'm gonna go through France, which includes
Wow, you're gonna get a
Spain.
tan?
Oh boy, I don't know. Probably not. I don't tan very well. Up into the Netherlands and Belgium, and then into the UK, and I'll leave from there. Yep. Be a whole month of that. I'm looking fucking
Nice.
forward to it. Anyway, so you guys make your way there. Outside of the building, you see your familiar face. She is tugging on, tying and fastening things down to a carriage that you can only suppose belongs to you. There is tied to it an ostrich horse. You might recognize it as the same ostrich horse that Yuka and Peihan used to get to the place where they to get to the prison that was holding Tapisa. Tied to the carriage itself is a weird animal that some of you haven't kind of seen probably. That it's brown and bulky. It's quadrupedal. It's got a long face, and it'll whinny. But it's for the people to whom I'm describing it, the real people to whom I'm describing it. It's like a horse, but fatter and with ox horns. It's a horse ox, or an ox horse,
Ah.
however you would like to call it. It is big and bulky, but it is also fast and very muscular. So, Kota, in the midst of her tying up, you guys, I assume, walk up to her and make yourself noticed. I'm waiting for confirmation on that.
Yeah. He waves to Koda like,
Okay.
we retrieved Noae.
Oh, thank heavens. She'll like put her hand on her chest, like in stark relief. Oh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you. All right. Well, without further delay, you really have to get going. I've taken the liberty of setting up your going away present, and she'll pat the side of the ox horse, who will like kind of snort in response. There's plenty of provisions in there, plenty of food to last you for your whole trip. Don't lose it. Supplies too. Don't forget to feed the animals. Make sure they're kept well, and well, they'll see you off. But yes, we really must be going. You guys really must be going. There really isn't much time to waste. Hakoda's not going to help
Name?
himself.
Oh.
Name?
Yeah, the horse ox.
I mean, I procured him specifically for this. So
Just
he doesn't have a name yet.
it's Ashes now.
It's okay. It's Ashes now. Okay. Well, take care of Ashes, and she will narrow her eyes,
What's
realizing
the horse's name?
realizing that she also hadn't named that, despite having the horse for years at this point.
You just called it horse?
The ostrich horse. Well, she didn't, but I did.
On the ostrich horse too.
She started a sentence and trailed off when she realized she didn't know the name of this either. So
Your name is Ember now.
Ember and Ash.
Gently as he's like petting the feathers.
Fucking love it. So since you guys have opted to go via land, and she will single you out, Pei-hung, she will give you a map. Not that you need it, but need I mention that your family town in particular is on the way by land. And so this is kind of the map for your guys' edification. That blue X is the family town. You can choose to go there or not, like out of character.
Mm-hmm.
I've set things up either way, but she will say it would be a good place to rest and replenish your stock and
supplies. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, and who knows what kind of help that they would give you. Out of character once again. I'm just marking that as a place of note. If you choose, you may not go there. But yeah, so you guys on your way now. Come on. And she will make a chop with her hands.
So it's a cart, right?
It's a cart, yes.
Yeah. Now
it's got a top to it. It's worth noting. It's a carriage. You can sit in it, and there's a storage compartment in the very back where all of your supplies are.
Yeah. Noae jumps in, finds a corner, and basically puts her blanket and pillow there, and curls into it like a cat.
Cool. So since I've got it in my head, basically, to describe it, there is a compartment. The cart it's like a carriage. It's got its own wheels. The exterior is a very dark green. There are two doors that lead to a sitting compartment in the front, and in the back is where all of your supplies are. There is a door in the inner compartment that leads to those supplies. And there is a door in back that would also lead to your supplies. There is also a hatch in the top of the sitting compartment where you can kind of open up and peek your head out if you would like. And it's all tied to this fucking stallion of a horse ox that you have just named Ashes. Just to get that description out of the way in case you guys have
Noae's with the luggage.
There you go. Noae's just fucking curled up like a cat in the middle of all this shit. And Steven is not listening.
No, Steven had to go do something real quick.
Oh, okay.
If you check in green room, there's a message.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He'll have to
BRB.
rewatch this section.
That'll do. That'll be fine. And we can, if he comes back, we can keep him abreast of what has happened. So yeah, she is marching you along. It is down to you guys to decide what you would like to do.
Should we? Well, we have provisions on our way out of the town. Do you think we would have time to grab a bite to eat, or?
She is going.
She wants us out.
She wants you out, but you do have just shy of 2 weeks to get somewhere. How urgently you decide to act with that, knowing that information, is up to you.
Is it night or evening?
It is 2:00 in the afternoon.
Ah.
It is neither night nor evening, but she is gonna get you to go.
Oh, it's almost time for afternoon tea.
Well, I mean, you guys do what you want.
Yeah, we can get it on the way.
Yeah, now he's ready to go.
Yeah, Noae is already like curled up.
Yeah,
She's
now
taking a
now
cat
he's
nap.
with the luggage. She's in the check-in baggage.
She doesn't know where she's supposed to go. This is
We
the first
couldn't
time
pay
in.
for a ticket. Yeah, we're just gonna put you in the luggage. It's fine.
Yeah, we can go.
On the road again.
I'm singing things that I'll never win. What say you, Olivia?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay. All right. So you chattel on out of there. I would like to know personally who is riding the ostrich horse, but it's down to you guys how you guys want to, if you guys want to role play, where you guys are sitting. There are reins that are attached, by the way, to the ox horse, as well as to the ostrich horse. So yeah, you guys go ahead and chattel on out of there, and you start going on your merry way.
I guess Peihong had already gotten used to the ostrich horse, so he's riding the ostrich horse out.
On your guys' way out of town, the particular path that is most expedient happens to be the one that takes you right in front of the house that used to be Liv's prison. You can see that from the outside that there is still much chaos going on in that area. And you can even hear Zakai, or not Zakai, Talin yelling at subordinates, trying to figure out how this happened. Liv, if you would like to roleplay what you do in this, there isn't really, unless you choose there to be, much danger that you guys will be seeing.
Sorry, what's going on? I'm running out of steam rapidly.
You're good.
We're passing by
basically
the house that you were kept in.
Your old prison
Yeah.
just is passing by in the window, and you can hear in the distance your captor yelling.
Yeah, Talin yelling at her subordinates.
Man, never have to see her. How would she do it? I wish she can. Actually, I think I should. So, I never have to see her cowardly asses again. She just kind of spits in their direction.
All
If
right,
everything goes
so
well, they'll get what they deserve.
Steven, you're back.
Yes.
You guys went back to, I don't know how much you missed, but you guys went back to the
Hideout, we got a cart, and now we're on the
Yeah.
road.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we retrieved Noae.
Yep.
We
That's
got a ostrich horse and a ox horse, and now
Yep.
we're on the road. Road trip time.
I'm guessing your
Road
character
trip,
is
road trip.
steering one of the animals, and Peihan is steering the other.
All right, so now I suppose, unless we want to call it quits right here,
It's almost
It-
time for Jordan to go, right?
Yeah, it's
it
almost
is.
time.
You can also take this time to discuss where you would like to go. If you want to go to Peihung's hometown, or if you want to just skirt it by.
We can also do that between sessions.
Yep,
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
in media res next session, basically.
Just making sure that all of the options are thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So if you're all cool with calling it like a little bit early, we can
Yeah.
certainly do that.
We can still like talk and such, but yeah, I
For
think
sure.
session over.
Pilot
and stream.
complete.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Stream over as well.
Oh, right. before we forget though, it should be we should do growth stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Off or
All
on
right.
stream?
Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? I wouldn't say this time that would be
No.
the case.
Yes.
Did you?
We
Well,
learned,
I guess
Now I
learned how
did.
tragic
Now I
Noae's
did.
living situation is.
Yeah, Peihung also did.
Yeah.
Because Peihung, I don't think, knew that people like Noae existed.
I'm with Beihung here. Like in the Water Tribe, there weren't that many.
Yeah,
Institute folks.
in Water Tribe, it wouldn't even make sense for that to happen. Like,
yeah. I mean,
So-
even in this, like, you're from the Northern Water Tribe, which is at this point is very opulent and affluent and everything. But even from the Southern
Okay.
Water Tribe, people stick together.
yeah,
There are no loners.
it doesn't
It's a
make
matter of
sense
survival
for this to
and-
happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm arguing against Tapisa getting a point for that, honestly, because she's been in prison. She knows what the world's like out there a little bit. Like she's not,
I am in favor of everybody but Tapisa getting a point for that, even if it's like,
yeah.
even if it feels weird to say as a person who tries to be fair. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that is honestly.
I'm the one
fair.
who's arguing against myself here, okay?
I
For the
know.
sake of character.
I'm aware. It's just
I do
unusual.
adore that we're getting experience for 2 characters realizing, oh, poor people exist, and another character being like, oh, I am allowed to be, part of a group
nice
of people.
exist.
They're like, oh, nice people that don't throw rocks at me.
Yeah,
And
right.
she's
God,
just like, oh my god, you're all traumatized. I mean, to be fair, she is too, but like, she's aware of it.
This next one I will accept arguments for, but I'm gonna be the final arbiter on this. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Tapisa did.
We caused the problem, didn't we?
Yeah, well, the argument
We-
could be made.
We are the problem, so I say we
Yeah.
go with.
I don't.
Tapisa took that dude out of the fight though, and like went after his convictions.
Yeah.
I don't think
but-
he was a threat to the community currently, though. Because in another town, sure, but in Cranefish Town, like, it's in a weird equilibrium where, like, Fire Nation and, like, Earth Kingdom are living in quotations, very highlighted quotations, peace. Like,
You stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem.
I personally don't think we did.
Okay.
Unless you count getting Noae.
Oh!
You count getting Noae what, huh?
As to join us as solving a community problem.
He brings up a good point. There's one less thief
Oh.
in Cranefish Town.
I love it.
I didn't think about that until you said that, Steven. That's true.
I am of the opinion that the spirit of the question is, did you
Do heroic shit.
do heroic shit?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we did. But I do find that funny that by technicality we kind of solved a problem to the community.
I took one. We took one, like vagrant off the streets. We're fine.
Mhm.
We did it. Go team. I'm gonna say no. That's my executive decision.
All right.
Did
Lame.
you guide a companion toward balance or end your session at center? Liv did.
And I ended at center because of Liv.
Yes.
And I
So
ended up. I
double
I
points.
ended at center.
you ended at
I
center
am-
because of your
I'm
excellent
way off
roleplay.
center.
Oh, all right. Okay, so everybody, unfortunately, but Peihung,
Unfortunately, I
Yeah.
see you.
everybody but Peihung has gotten what's it called for that.
Though when we take
Now let's go down the list of individual players. Peihung, did you resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your trainings? That I think maybe I'm trying to remember what you said like specifically during the conversation with
To Noae?
Noae, yeah.
I just invited her to
the safe house, like you don't have to live like this anymore, right?
Mhm. Something other than your training.
Wow, that was weird.
Well, that was what was weird.
It just like disconnected, reconnected real quick.
Weird.
Okay.
Really
Yeah.
weird.
Your internet was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was what happened to me earlier a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, because like we didn't even realize you were gone. But I hesitate to say yes. I can't think of a scenario in which this happened. So Mitale, Yuka, the Adrift, did you honestly openly express strong emotion?
Unless you count fighting as expressing strong emotion now.
Seemed like he avoided it.
He did avoid
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I gave you the Noae opportunity. He's sad about a small child. Didn't happen.
Noae,
I saw no opportunity.
did you
Sorry.
express gratitude to a companion for their presence, support, or teaching?
I don't know.
I didn't hear you specifically say thank you.
No.
Or anything to that effect. I think you even tried to hide how. Yeah.
I'm thinking no, because I think she just avoided it.
I'm thinking no too. And then Olivia, the idealist, did you improve the lives of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems? You certainly did that latter part.
Yes.
Help an ordinary person?
Yeah, no way.
Now he doesn't count as
No.
ordinary.
No,
Player
it doesn't count
character.
as ordinary. Yeah, okay.
I still would say there's an argument to be made for improving the lives of the community of average citizens by taking a thief off the street. No, I was going to say, like, that, yes, but also I was going to say possibly, like, dealing with that one guard. Like, you know, he's kind of out of it. He's going to probably get in trouble because he fucked up and knocked himself out. Like, that's one less guard harassing people. That's my argument for that. Genuine argument rather than just I took a thief off the streets.
Did you okay? You saw stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem.
Yeah, I would still say no for that, arguably, but I would say improve the lives of a community of average citizens. Like that's one less guard harassing them, assuming like he didn't, you know, he knocked himself out. He's probably gonna be.
Yeah, and I mean, like, here's the deal. People probably saw that and heard that, and there was probably some measure of dissent sown that might make waves in the future.
Wouldn't that just make their lives worse, though?
Yeah, that's the question I'm asking myself.
Philosophical at that point.
It is, yeah. But this whole thing is fucking philosophical.
That is the point.
I do feel like that.
This playbook.
I feel like that might be too deep in the philosophy at this point. I do think it might be worth a flashback or like something like that. Keep in mind.
Okay, we'll keep it in mind, but for now, it's not a point.
All right.
You agree with Liv?
I gained a single growth point this session.
No, you gained 2. Because so did you guide a companion toward balance or end your session at center?
Yes.
You guided
That's the only one I got. I didn't get learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world. So that's no.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry about that. Yep. So Jordan got 2.
Yeah.
Steven got 2. Crow got 1.
Yeah.
And that is how we have ended it.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm at 3
If you
points.
have any comments, thoughts, critiques, criticisms, anything, my door is always open to that, even now. But you know, we I think this was a good one.
Yeah. Say bye to internet.
Bye to the internet.
Right, bye internet.
Bye, internet.
Bye internet.